Hello everyone. Welcome. Happy Sunday and happy Women's Day. Be sure to celebrate the women in your life. They surely deserve it. How have you been? It's been a little bit. I haven't streamed this week, but I'm streaming this weekend. So I hope you've been doing well. Musical Chef, congrats on first. And Forlorn, how are you? Is your situation stable at the moment? Do you have power? Is everything all right? I hope so. Wishing you the best. Doing okay for now? Hope you're doing good. I am. I went to have lunch with my parents and my sister. just to have a little celebration for Women's Day, because we deserve it as well, you know. We deserve the good things in life. So we went out for lunch and I had a nice coffee before coming to the stream. So hopefully it'll help me stay focused, because a lot is going down today. But I didn't stream this week because Kamita's birthday was on Tuesday, so we were celebrating on Tuesday and yesterday. That's why I'm doing an afternoon Sunday stream, which I've missed doing so, because I've said this before, but if I do a stream on like weekend afternoon, I feel I can be more awake and be more present, because when I do streams usually at 9 p.m. I do the streams happily, but because it's like after a day's work, there's a possibility that I'm tired and maybe I'm not too into it. Like, I'm having fun, but I won't be able to express it as much. And if I do a stream in the afternoon, I feel like I can just be, you know. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope you understand, but that's why I'm also here today. It's very windy outside. I changed clothes as I came back home. Now we're just chilling. I understand. Thank you. So I have my sparkling water here making me company, because, as I said, I've already had my coffee, and that's my coffee quota for today. I don't know about you, but I have a coffee quota. I can't have more than 2 coffees a day, or else. Or else. Like, I know some people like have 3, 4, or 5, or even more coffees a day. If I do that, I feel like I will actually explode. My quota is 8 to 10 a day. Lol, Jesus. I just hope you're okay now. You know, health-wise, if you're okay, that's fine. But if I do that, I might just explode. So usually when I already had 2 coffees and I go out and maybe I feel like having a coffee, I'll just do a decaf. Or yesterday I had a tea when I went out. So we managed, so I have my sparkling water keeping me company today. And what we're playing today, we're playing Scarlet Hollow episode 5. I played up until episode 4, I think 2 years ago. It's been a while. I haven't done any recaps. Let me just see, now that we're here, how it ended. So I'm gonna go on my own YouTube channel. YouTube Studio, content, playlists, Scarlet Hollow, here it is. No, I want to see the videos. Yeah, it was June 29th, 2023 when I uploaded the last video of Scarlet Hollow. That was a while ago. Wow. And I streamed it on the 21st. So let's just do this. Okay, let's just see how it ended. Because Wayne walked me home after... Congratulations for yeah. Oh my god, them. I forgot about them. Because all of this happened. I remember this. This was wild. And I know the choice we made was to fucking kill him. This was scary. I remember this. And there's Wayne. Wayne helped us get home.
She knows. You run forward.
Yeah.
Like,
we killed Reese. We killed Reese. Here it is.
Poor Kelly. We're doing a bonfire. Would have been fine.
Yeah, he fucking...
Yeah.
And then Wayne walked us home, and I think that's where it ended.
I'm gonna put it in the Discord server.
Of course I took a print screen. This was my background for a while, too. No shame, no shame.
Exhausted beyond belief,
Yeah.
you stumble up into your room and collapse. But I need...
Okay, this is how it ended. Noted. Just making sure I have my memory a little fresh. So I am ready for what's happening today. I'm like Obelix who fell on the giant coffee as a baby instead of the magic potion cauldron. That's funny. Again, if you're good health-wise, that's what matters. Forlorn. Again, we just saw the little recap, but I don't know if you've seen or heard or played it yourself, Scarlet Hollow. If not, I hope you enjoy the ride anyway. And again, if you'd like to rewatch all the episodes I've done so far, they're on the YouTube channel if you'd like to do a little recap for yourself. It's downloading content. Shit. Okay. This is fine. I'm a streamer. I know how to do things. I didn't even open the game before I streamed today. I did download it, so that's it. No, I haven't played it yet. It's been on my long backlog. I understand. The goal for this year is taking care of my backlog. Like today I'm doing episode 5 of a game I already owned. So like I'm just continuing it. But the goal for this year is playing games that have been on my Steam library for like forever, and I still haven't played it. That's why I want to play the older Sherlock games, because I bought them like ages ago. And they deserve to be played as well. Like from time to time I do buy new games, but I buy new games without playing the old ones, and I feel bad for the old ones. I feel like they're like looking at me with disdain. They're like, wow, really? You're buying new games and you're not even playing me while I've been here for like 10 years? Maybe. Honestly, the older Sherlock games are probably here for 10 years and I haven't played them. Exactly my issue. I have stuff for years on Steam and GOG and Epic that I still haven't managed to play. No, I definitely understand. Definitely. I think everyone with a Steam account has that problem, even with Epic, because even if I don't play that game, all the free games they offer, I will claim it. Every single free game, I will claim it. And I the only thing I play on Epic is Infinite Anarchy. I don't play anything else at the moment. But like I have every game. Since they started doing the free games, I have every single one of them. Only a couple that might have like I might have not caught. Okay, hold on. Game capture. There it is. There it is? Is it? There it is. Okay. Oops. Let me put this like this. All right. Yeah, I forget it once in a while, but I do my best to get their freebies. That's what matters. So I know they have done some changes here. Like there's the cursor. Oh, you can see the cursor. Hold on. Shit. Maybe if I do it like that. Hold on. How the fuck did I do this again? Okay. You can see it moving at least. Let me adjust here a little bit. A little bit like this, a little bit like that. All right. Oh wait, this is the winter one. Flowers. There you go. And I know I have some flowers here too. What is this? Yeah, this is the one flower. And here they are. Oh my god, I kept them here. No way. There they are. Oh my god, they're back. My little possums. Okay, you can hear the game sound, right? Because to me it's a little loud on my headphones, but I can always like adjust that. So do tell me if the game sound on your end sounds good, because I can always adjust it to on OBS. Maybe I'll put it a little louder. I can hear fine, great. Okay, so we're gonna click continue. If you'd like to continue with this World State in episode 5, please save your game now. Well, I think I did. Yeah, we have some empty slots. Yeah, June 21st, here it is. Well, I'm gonna save anyway. You know, just in case, we never know. So let's continue. Would you like to see a recap before? Oh my god, yes. Please, a full recap. So, Forlorn, here's your recap. The funeral of Pearline Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. I don't know already the voices I did, alright? Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. So, what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing? Yeah, I remember this. You'll eat those words and I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of the woods at dawn. And he died, I remember that. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight, while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Jesus Christ. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie, with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares at a shocked silence as if paused, watching as the other creatures attempt to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going in unheeded. You dive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there is the deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it is gone. Oh my god, what do we do? Welcome home. This bitch knows. This bitch knows more than what they're telling us. I know. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. But listen, you'd better stay out of trouble today. I want you home by sunset. I don't want it to hear complaints. Just do what I ask and we won't have any more problems. Daphne takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset. Avery. When the king picks you some of Sybil's new blend, maybe it'll calm you down a bit. Oh, it's Sybil, okay. I think you'd like today's mix. Its chaga and lemon balm should help your stress and tension. And if you feel like talking, I'll be all ears. I see you're a private person. I can respect that. You never know how someone might respond to hearing the truth of what you've encountered last night. Have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. Nothing strenuous, we promise. Whatever you two planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. Oh, there it is. There's my man. I am the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over a crest of hill. This is the second episode. I guess the old Max Powell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do these things keep happening to me? Whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. Yeah, all the kids were here. Who the fuck's Becca? Is it you? My dad's a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe, and we can hang out here whenever we want. Why did I get an achievement in the recap? Oh, right, they added more achievements, they added more content to the previous episodes. Shit, you're right. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. My dad says our house is haunted. But she's interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. 3 of them are gone. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest like the deep growl of a predator. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Trim, are you alright? But wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they're going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. The 3 of you manage to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. Oh my god, there they are. There are 2 of them now. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the 2 of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Trona, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for those poor kids. I can't imagine how scared they must be. Yeah, I left them there. I couldn't save them all. Morning, is the new blend ready? Of course. Tronham, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will be just a minute. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Tronham, aren't you? My name's Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. Mrs. Forsyth called me on the phone and told me you saw what happened to my daddy. Wow. I wouldn't mind some company while I get some shopping done if you'd like to join me. This is episode 3, I think. Oh yeah, the mayor. The mayor is a dog. He's a dog. You can tell this dog's the mayor from his little satch and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, but almost if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. Before you can catch up to your companions, are intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Yeah, one of my traits is street smart. Whoever he is, you can feel his desperation to make a good first impression. A self-sustained and self-fulfilling prophecy. It sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. Take your turn. Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. If you'd ever like to discuss your beliefs, my door is always open. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all this time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room. Hiding the bare cement floor, ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering at their creator. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately, haven't been cleaning much. Jesus Christ. Dinner's already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Stanley is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly's eyes fall on you. Oh, wait. Dr. Kelly's eyes, all of you, with sharp, fiercey gaze. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Tronham is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure you'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day. I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask permission from my mom just to have friends over. Ristip stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence, as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. This is the ghost hunting. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it stained a reddish brown. I'm going for it. Oh yeah. Movement stirs as the figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? This is a real fucky, sequence. Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was a ceiling. And there's my boy. There you are. This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. You come into a basement, a mound of packed dirt in front of you. Your friends are nowhere to be seen, but Wayne lurks by the stairwell, as though he's been patiently waiting for you to wake up. There you are, and it looks like you're all in one piece. Sybil pauses mid-sentence, and she notices Wayne from the corner of her eyes. Come with me, dear. Let's get you home. This was a close call. Make sure nothing happens to her, or there'll be hell to pay. Sorry, I can't talk right now. See you later. She hurries off down the road. I'm looking forward to continuing our chat tomorrow once you've had some time to rest. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into your bed. Suddenly you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. You open your eyes. It's a new day. You check your messages. There's nothing from Stella. Let me get this right. Try and report a missing pumpkin. Big Betty wasn't just a pumpkin, Sheriff Harvey, sir. She was gonna be a prize winner. Raising her was the last thing me and my daddy died together. She's important to me. Are you sure it was Julius and not some enterprising bear that got a hold of it? Y'all know Julius thinks that land belongs to him. He probably thought Big Betty was his stake. He ain't coming to his door, so for all I know, it might be all the way to State Fair by now with our pumpkin. And there's something y'all can do about it. Tulip made some imaginary friends and keeps telling us that they want her to go out there, like the word of some fictional creature she made up. Let's go and converse. It's a good idea for her to play in somebody's old garage. She's 7. Of course she would get some fun little idea like that. I'll have to get the community to rally around a big cleanup. It's about time somebody got rid of all that junk. There's a small gathering of workers outside the entrance to the mines, picket signs in hand. Oh, it's you. Should I go? Yeah, and try not to get yourself noticed. The instant you're alone, Tabitha rounds on you. She grabs you by the collar, her face close to yours, eyes full of rage, her words a frustrated hiss. Listen to me, Chorna. Really listen. This is some funny little game, okay? This is my life, and if you value yours, you'll keep quiet about what you just saw. I don't care for a family. I can make the rest of you stay here a living hell if you cross me. You take the tea, sipping it delicately. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core, like you've taken a mouthful of dirt. But the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something soothing and medicinal, and you find yourself feeling more comfortable, your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. Now, on to business. Sybil takes a cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Oh dear, this doesn't bode well. You've got just about every warning that can fit into the bottom of a cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All of these mean death, misery, difficulty, and the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume that this all has to do with whatever brought the ditchlings. Something is coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure. But we may at the very least be able to figure out what it is. And there's a central figure here. A cat, an enemy, lurking in plain sight. This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. An entire hospital wing rotting away for decades behind some flimsy drywall. His voice sounds distant. Your sole focus is finding it. Your feet move without prompting as you stumble down the hallway towards the far wall, barely registering the antique clutter as you stagger past it. Whoa, are you okay? You don't respond, and you don't bother to retrieve the axe. The wall is rotten, water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years, the planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. Enemies upstairs, enemies outside, we're surrounded. Even if I get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. As Reese tears his clothes, paint bubbles out of the canvases, his ghoulish figures peeling themselves out of the two-dimensional worlds, invading yours, crawling up the walls. Where the fuck's Wayne? Grab my hand, I'll pull you out. Leave us alone. Dr. Kelly opens the door and the two of you stare out into the hallway. There it is. Is this what you're so afraid of? Hand over the tranquilizers, this is our shot. Oof. Before Dr. Kelly can fire, a different shot rings out. Reese's body is thrown to the wall. Shotgun in hand, your cousin rounds the corner and trains her weapon on his breathing body. Your cousin pours gasoline over his body. Then she lights a match. He screams as he erupts into flames. Stella looks up. A tired smile spreads across her face at the sight of her cousin, standing awkwardly on the slight slope of the roadside. After a while, they will stand and walk off into the forest together. Gretchen tucked under Stella's arms. It's time for you to go home. How sweet. We can let them have their moment. I'll walk you home. You close your eyes, your exhausted body succumbing to sleep almost immediately. As you drift off, you think of Reese and the way he's mangled, but still living body written in his funeral pyre. And then you think of nothing. It's time to continue your journey. Recap completed. Let me just fucking blow my nose. All right, let's continue our journey. Let's wake up. A lonely piano refrain echoes through your head as you sleep. It feels like It feels like it goes on forever, clumsy and uncertain of itself, stopping and starting at random. But as your dream starts to fade, you realize the music is following you to the waking world, continuing even as your mind resolidifies and banishes the last few remnants of your dreams. What the fuck? When it finally stops, you're startled by the sudden silence. You're awake now, cold and uncomfortable, your muscles stiff and achy, your head still clouded with sleep. You realize there is a concerning lack of a blanket and mattress. There is nothing beneath you but hard wooden floorboards, dusty and uneven. There's also a weight on your chest and claws digging gently into your skin. Your heart skips a beat. You're greeted by two beady eyes staring down at you over the twitching nose of the opossum that lives in your drawer. The other one is crouched in the corner, eyeing you warily. You are not in your room. Wait, okay, these are the only options. I can start crying. Stand up and get your bearings. What the fuck's happening? You stand, your legs still wobbly with sleep, the odd tilt of the floor adding to your unsteadiness. The opossum clings to your shirt, with its tiny claws holding on for dear life. You must be in the Forbidden Wing. You know it was him, Wayne. He wanted to check out the Forbidden Wing, so he made sure you wouldn't have the chance to get sidetracked. Oh my god, there it is. The small opossum finally moves. It carefully makes its way down the length of your clothes, as if afraid you might notice if it moves too quickly. Oh my god. It hastens when it finds solid ground, scurrying to the larger opossum in the corner. The two stare up at you, not quite afraid, but clearly more wary now that you've risen to your full human height. Maybe they were watching over you as you slept, or maybe they were hoping you might be lunch. Either way, you're both going your separate ways now. Like, whenever I replay this game, there's a trait there lets you like talk to animals and understand animals, and I really want that next time I play. But for now, I'm doing this whole playthrough with, what was it? It was Street Smart, hold on. Street Smart and Book Smart. These are my two traits. And my hometown is Family Jewels. I wish you could choose more traits, but these are the two I chose when I first played, so we're sticking with it. There are two doors out of the barren room. One's a normal doorway leading into what you assume to be a hallway. The other is a door that must have once been hidden, though the ruined state of the wallpaper has robbed it of its secrecy. Okay. No, I'm not going to yell. Investigate the once hidden door. There doesn't seem to be a clear way to open it besides the brass circle where a handle should be. You didn't bring a screwdriver into bed with you last night, and even if you did, you'd worry about damaging the ancient mechanism. Hopefully you can find either the handle or another way out deeper into the Forbidden Wing. Look through the hole where the handle used to be. You lean forward, peering into the narrow opening at what lies behind the door. Oh, it's your room. Which means you'd be able to slip right back into safety of the rest of the house if you could just manage to find the handle. You've always believed in working smarter, not harder. The estate is massive. There's got to be a way out of the Forbidden Wing than this. And maybe while you're looking, you'll catch a lucky break and stumble across the key. Okay. So let's continue deeper into the Forbidden Wing then. You make your way carefully across the slanted room and deeper into the Forbidden Wing. Before you is a long hallway. Dust dances in the weak sunlight, beaming in through cracked glass. A tinge of mildew stings your nose, warning you away, though there's nowhere else to run now. An ornate entryway, its door long gone, breaks the monotony of the faded wallpaper, and a staircase looms at the far end. Investigate the ornate entryway. You make your way to the dark doorway in the middle of the corridor. Whoa. It's a parlor. Of course, the Scarlets of old would have had a dedicated space to entertain their guests. It would feel elegant if not for the massive crack that runs through the entire length of the floor. The air here stinks of mildew. You can see why Tabitha doesn't want to explore in these rooms. There is a large painting on the far wall of the room. From a distance, it looks like it might depict the town. Something else catches your eye too. A bookshelf, or rather what's left of a bookshelf, hanging by a single rusted hinge. Its sagging shelves reveal some sunless space beyond, once hidden, now exposed by the rot of the house. Let's examine the painting. The painting highlights a number of old buildings and locales, many of which you've already visited. The town hall, the estate, the mines, and the clinic, still called a hospital at the time of this painting, the church, and then there's somewhere you've yet to see, the historical Callaway, Tremaine homesteads. The faded bronze plaque beneath reads, "In commemoration of Enoch Scarlet, head of the Scarlet Hollow Landmark Revitalization Project. Let the past never be forgotten." Okay, examine the space beyond the broken bookshelf. You cross the parlor, testing each careful step along the way, and duck between the collapsed shelves of the old bookshelf. Whoa. The space is dark, its features barely illuminated by the faint light trickling in through the myriad of cracks and holes in the walls. The wallpaper, a deep, exquisite red, adds a blood-like glow to the dimness. This is dope. Wait, I need to take a... Oh, shit. Wait, I put the shit full screen. I didn't know I could do that. Okay. I am content. Okay, and you can still see full screen. Lovely. The walls are lined with ornate display cabinets, some empty, some still presenting their antique treasures. Nestled between the cabinets, a single tall bookshelf remains standing, its occupants dusty, but mostly intact. But all of these are ornamental details. Your focus is drawn to an expensive-looking antique desk in the center of the room. Okay, examine the bookshelf. Maybe the collection of literature can help you learn about this room's occupant. You approach the shelf, your eager eyes poring over titles for anything that seems to stand out. The upper shelves are mostly classic fiction. Moby Dick, Shakespeare, various Dickens novels. Nothing that stands out as particularly interesting. The bottom shelf seems to be home to reference books, heavy volumes of long, outdated construction law, treatises on various aspects of the coal industry, but there's also a book on city planning that stands out to you. The spine is marked with a dot. You pull it out, the shelves above shifting precariously, as if the book held some load-bearing purpose. Whoa. The instant you crack its spine, a slip of paper falls out, ancient and fragile, and yellowed with age. It's some kind of map. And judging by the highlight landmarks, it's a map of Scarlet Hollow. Town Hall, the old hospital, the mines, all places where stone carvings had been buried. We did find these stone carvings. There's one more circled area as well, what looks to be a patch of farmland. Here. You haven't paid this location a visit yet, but judging by the way the other buildings have had their way of drawing you in, it's probably only a matter of time. You carefully fold the map and shove it into a pocket. Let's examine the desk. Whoa. The art is so beautiful. Okay, open the top drawer. The top drawer mostly contains old-timey letter writing materials, complete with a fancy dagger-shaped letter opener and a wax stamping kit emblazoned with the initials ES. Underneath you find a pile of crumbling financial documents, scrawled in neat cursive in every spot that needed a signature in the name of Enoch Scarlet. This must be his desk, meaning this also must be his study. And at the very bottom of the drawer, you're surprised to find a face you recognize staring back at you. An antique photograph of a young man, his blonde hair nearly white against the dark sepia background. It's Teddy. He looks almost exactly the same as he did in your vision. Almost. There's a carefree look in his eye that seemed to have faded with time. He found his way to that hospital bed. Feel around for anything you might have missed. As you search for anything more notable amongst the contents of the drawer, you notice something peculiar, an irregularity in the molding along the top edge of the desk, almost as if it had been removed and replaced at some point. You slip a hand into the drawer, feeling along what would usually be the solid oak of the top of the desk, but the space is clearly hollow, your fingers marking light knocking sounds as they fumble against the wood. Fortunately, it's a very simple lock and you have years of experience. In moments, the secret drawer slides open, revealing its treasures. It's a bundle of notes. Whoa. Oh, it's the stone. It's the stone with the things we've seen. Scrawled on the first page is a design you find familiar. It's a stone from that pit in the mines. Its many arm designs scratched into the paper by an untrained hand. There are other drawings here, some of which you find just as familiar. The goat head carving from what was once the town hall, and the circle of figures from the clinic. There are notes scrawled into the margins around the designs, most either illegible or written in some language you don't understand, though a few words stand out. Prosperity, next to the stone from the mines. Dominion, paired with the stone from the town hall. Vitality, with the clinic. The remaining captions seem to read Spirit, Bounty, and Throne, all attached to designs you don't recognize. Booksmart. So there are 6 depicted here in total, meaning that if all of these were made, there are 3 more you haven't found. At least 3 more. There's nothing necessarily indicating that these illustrations are a complete set. That's true. Open the bottom drawer. What the fuck is that? The bottom drawers offer some resistance as you try to pull it out. It seems that it was locked, though the bit of metal attempting to hold it shut seems to have rusted to the point of uselessness years ago. It gives in with a sharp tug, rotting wood splintering softly somewhere within the century-old desk. Always love seeing things I haven't seen yet. Welcome, Zethus. I hope you're enjoying the playthrough. Which rates you running? I just started episode 5, by the way. I don't know what spoilers, like, I have no idea what's happening. I just know it's big. And the traits I'm running with is Street Smart and Book Smart. I've picked these 2 when I started in like 2022 or 2023 or something like that. And I'm just going to run with it until the end. I still haven't tried any new traits, but I just know whenever I do play it again, I really want like the trait to talk to animals. Like, I really want to talk to possums. Check blank spaces in the journal. There's blank spaces in the journal. Oops, this one goes over there. I mean, there are major decisions. It was on the 2nd page. Ah, why is it blank? And the first page. What the fuck? I didn't notice that. Wasn't it Avery? Wait, do you have a save from when you woke up in episode 5? Yes, I do. If you can do a recap of episode 4. I did a recap of everything though. When I started episode 5, it asked me if I wanted a recap of episode 4 only, or a recap of everything so far. And I did a recap of everything so far. Does it change? It's very special. Ah. So it is different from what I saw on the full recap? If you have time, I would suggest doing it. I mean, I guess I can save and load this one. No. Load this one. continue the journey, and a recap of just episode 4. And then I'll speedrun on the choices we've made so far. So let's do the recap as you said. I trust your judgment. If you're here, you probably... Did you already play it through all the episode 5? But let's do... You have to look at the art. Okay. You can give me a little hint, okay? Like, I don't like backseat gaming, but if it's for a greater purpose, it's fine. I just don't want spoilers, that's all. But I appreciate it. Okay, let's click on it. Okay, you open your eyes, it's a new day. You check your messages, there's nothing from Stella. Okay. Let me get this right. Let's try a report of missing pumpkin. Big Betty wasn't just a pumpkin Sheriff Hugby store. She was gonna be a prize winner. Raising her was the last thing me and my daddy did together. She's important to me. I mean, so far it's the same thing. Maybe I just didn't see all the art correctly. I'm sure it was Julius and not some enterprising bear that got a hold of it. Y'all know Julius thinks that land belongs to him and probably thought Big Betty was his to take. He ain't coming to his door, so for all I know, he might be all on his way to the state fair by now with our pumpkin. And there's something y'all can do about it? Okay, we gotta look. Oh, there's Wayne. Hee hee. Tulip made up some imaginary friends and keeps telling us they want her to go out there. Like the word of some fictional creature she made up and she's going to convince us it's a good idea for her to play in somebody's old garage. But she's 7. Of course she would get some funny little idea like that. I'd love to get the community to rally around in a big cleanup. It's about time somebody got rid of all that junk. Okay, I'm looking. There's a small gathering of workers outside the entrance to the mines, picket signs in hand. Okay, Stella is banned. If you see this girl, tell her to leave. And her little dog too. October. I'm the boss. Oh, it's you. Okay, I'm a little confused. What's happening? Is it I mean, the recap, I'm assuming it has to do with your choices, so maybe it is different from me to you. Should I go? Yeah, try not to get yourself noticed. The instant you're alone, tap the rounds on you. She grabs you by the collar, her face close to yours. Maybe you can do without blank, or your standing with blank was too low. I guess. Because can we see the characters? No, because there's Avery, there's Oscar, there's a whole bunch of people. Because we saw this. Listen to me, Tron, really listen. This isn't some fun little game, okay? This is my life, and if you value yours, you'll keep quiet about what you just saw. I don't care if we're family. I can make the rest of your stay here a living hell if you cross me. And there's Sybil. My take on Sybil is that she knows something she isn't telling us, and she's a little witch. Like, not good. Oh, thank you so much for the hydrate, Jess. How are you? I have my sparkling water here, and I need to hydrate my vocal cords, so thank you. Hi. Maybe in like 30 minutes or something, I'll go make a tea. You take the tea, sipping it delicately. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core, like you've taken a mouthful of dirt. But the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something soothing and medicinal, and you find yourself feeling more comfortable, your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. So this is the second recap we're doing. We're just seeing if we've missed something. Now on to business. Sybil takes the cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Oh dear, this doesn't bode well. I've got just about every warning that can fit into the bottom of the cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All of these mean death, misery, difficulty, and the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume that this all has to do with whatever bought the ditchlings. Something is coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure. But we may at the very least be able to figure out what it is. And there's a central figure here, a cat, an enemy lurking in plain sight. Okay, I'm just gonna... because Zita said you have to look at the art, so... as I already read this once, we're going to just look at the art. Yeah, okay, there's the third one. And then he transforms, and it's a whole thing. Oh, there's Wayne. Now it shouldn't be anything different. Okay. Okay, then I'll just load what we were doing. I appreciate it still, and if there's something else I should know, please let me know. Okay, so we were investigating the desk. Okay, okay. Inside you find a strange collection of glass vials. Their surfaces are clouded over, but you can make out what seems to be paper, preserved somehow inside the containers. A hint of writing visible at the edges. Let's open the vials. You reach for one of them, twisting the cork. It unseals with a pop, releasing a smell like old pond, like decaying leaves and damp earth. Okay, I'll give you a hint. If you look in the journal whose name is blanked out, okay. Which is here and here. Let's see, because I don't think there's more. Dog? Yeah, that's the only thing where it's blank. And I can't do anything. So look at the contents to figure out who it was. Wasn't it... Sybil has a son. Wait, do you know who I haven't seen in the recap? And it was one of my favorite characters? Kanika. Is it her? It says her mother. Yeah, it is Kanika. I haven't seen her at all. Not in the recap. Not anywhere. It's her. I think I clocked it. I think I'm right. But why is it blank? What happened? I think that this is a mystery. Do you want me to say if it's her or not? Just say yes or no. And if it's not, don't tell me who it is. Because we're gonna figure it out. Yes? Clocked it. Clocked it. Thank you. But it's strange. She's still alive, right? I didn't kill her. She's still a character. Why is it blank? Right? She still lives. She's in the game. But then the question says why exactly? I mean, Sybil did tell me that I had a cat, an enemy hiding in plain sight, and shit. I don't know. Is Kanika part of my hallucination? No, because we talked with her and Stella. I guess we'll figure it out. But thanks, Cephas. I appreciate you. Well, you tug at the corner of the slip of paper. As it unfurls, the writing across its surface as crisp and clear as if it just had been written. To Miss Maeve, I know it has been several years since my last visit, but I do hope you remember the young lad who used to find himself at your doorstep more than you probably would have liked. I write you now with the utmost urgency. I'm not sure if the news has yet reached you regarding what transpired just yesterday. Many lives were lost. The town is in a frenzy. I hope to mitigate some of the damage that has been done, and thus must speak with you at once. I attempted a journey to your place of residence, but was unable to locate it. You once told me of another way to reach you, and though it seems nothing but a half-remembered fantasy, I am acting in desperation. I can only hope this letter finds its way to you, as you once said it would in my hour of need. I must meet with you at your soonest convenience. Sincerely, E.S. Well, the paper dissolves just as you finish reading the last few lines, as if you finally realized that it had been submerged all these years, turning to useless pulp between your fingers. Book smart. It's a good thing you're a fast reader. It's unlikely you'll have the chance to return here, and the vials are too delicate to carry with you. Keep reading? I mean, sure. You open another. Miss Verena. Trouble with tea. Your presence requested at once. And another. Verena. Know that you tried. Do not appreciate the attempt at subterfuge. Though we both knew what was at stake here, the boy has been dealt with. Expect me this evening for an in-person discussion. Some of these letters are addressed to Miss Maeve and some to Verena. All are signed E.S. You assume these have to be from Enoch. Many seem unimportant, just listing a time and a place you assume meetings between Enoch and whoever this Verena may have been. Before you know it, the drawer is empty. The floor around you scattered with drained vials, the air stinking of wet rot. And I just saw something minor, but the game is a little low, so I can see something behind it on top and to the left. The game's a little low. On top and the left. Oh, like on Twitch. Wait, so what should I do? Hold on. What if I just do all that? Did I fix anything? Did I even do anything? That's good? Great. Thank you so much for the feedback. I really do appreciate it. Okay, step away from the desk. You step away from the desk. Okay, let's return to the hallway then. You return to the hallway outside of the parlor. Follow footprints down the hall. You follow the path laid out in the dust. Ooh. It takes you up a flight of stairs, the way down blocked by debris, and you find yourself on the third floor of the estate for the first time. There are more footprints leading all the way down the hallway and into the farthest door. Okay. Let's approach the window. You carefully approach the window at the far end of the hall. That sure is a cliff. There is nothing below the window but the tops of distant trees. The ground is the ground having crumbled away. The only thing stopping you from plummeting to your death is the straining foundation that still somehow holds this place together. Since you have the opossums on your shoulders, do you think the name of them? I won't say if you don't want me to. I know they have names. I don't know their names. Oh my god, I gave them names back then. Let me check the Discord server. I know I made names for them. Hold on. Where is it? Do you want their names? I'm trying to find which names I gave them. Because I made a sticker on Discord at the time. Dimbus and Flimbus. That's the name I think I gave them. Dimbus and Flimbus. Do you want their names? No, thank you. I will find it when I have the Talking to Animals perk. By now, until then, they are Dimbus and Flimbus. They're probably not even close to their real names. I will be so honest, but their little faces just gave me that impression. At least for now. Move the boxes from in front of the nearest door. Either way, you're going to love their names. I just know it. The boxes slide out of the way with a bit of elbow grease. You push past them into the room beyond. Ooh. Okay. The room is coldly empty. The large antique bed is made. Its sheets ancient and dusty, but still somehow giving off the feeling of tidiness. Even with cobwebs stretched between each corner of its four-poster frame. Search the desk. Ooh. You step toward the desk, its drawers practically overflowing with stationery. As you sift through paper, it quickly becomes clear to you whose room this is. There are a stack of bills in Edward Dean's name, filling nearly every drawer, and even once you manage to get past the layers of envelopes and trifold paper, you hit a permafrost of receipts. It seems she was doing her best to be meticulous and hold on to any scrap of paper that might be possibly important. But when you reach the bottom of the drawers, you find something entirely different. Greeting cards, letters, small wrapped packages, some open, some sealed, some crumpled into messy balls. You open one of the cards. Both pages are taken up by a handwritten note. Tabby, I hope you're doing well. Not a day goes by that I don't miss you. Hope her lane treats you to your best Christmas yet. I'm not sure what sort of doodads you're going to these days, so I sent a little something that made me think of you. I made sure they were the best shells of the bunch. Not sure how rare any of them are, but they're awful pretty, and they've still got that beach smell. And make sure you put your ear up to them. It doesn't compare to the real thing, but it comes close enough. And in case you think that makes me cheapskate, I made sure to send along a little cash too, so you get yourself something a little nicer than glorified beach trash. Make sure you got Perlane to take you to the nice toy store, because that's where I'd take you if I was there. And if you get the time, I'd love to hear from you. I miss you so much, Tabby, and I'm always thinking of you. You can come out and visit me anytime. I know you've always wanted to see what it's like out in the East. I've made sure to write all my addresses in the back of this card just in case you didn't know how to get a hold of me. Been missing you, my incredible and wonderful, amazing daughter. All my love, Dad. You pull out another from closer to the top of the pile. Happy birthday, Tabby. It's me again, your old dad. So the big 2-0. I can't believe my daughter is such an adult. In my mind, you're still that bouncy little kid doing cartwheels on the front lawn, telling me what various sounds animals make, like you're the professor of animal noises. I have no idea if you read this. I'll keep writing them, even if I sometimes feels like I'm writing them to a ghost. I mean, we haven't spoken in almost 15 years. You're a whole human being now, and I have no idea what you're like. I like to think we'd get along, though. As always, my address is on the back. I hope you'll decide to come visit me one of these days. I've got a guest room all set up, just in case. It's always ready for you, kid. Have you played the other game, Slay the Princess? Yes, I have. It's a lot to finish. I made a couple of endings, but yes, I have, and I love it so much. Let me see. Does this work? Yes, all right. All of the games I've played, I've made a playlist, and all of my VODs should be in there. If any day you'd like to do a recap, there's my Slay the Princess videos, there's the other episodes of Scarlet Hollow, there's a whole bunch of things in there. So if you'd like to take a peek, be my guest. I love you, and I always will, no matter who you turned out to be. Love, Dad. There are years and years of these. The bottom drawer is almost entirely unopened envelopes dated from when Tabitha would have been just a kid, all from him. You pocket a few of the cards. Search the closet. You make your way to the closet. It seems Edwardine kept things neat and orderly, or as neat and orderly as she could, considering the decaying state of the place. You can't help but notice that these dresses look strikingly like the style Tabitha wears. You can imagine Perlane sifting through Edwardine's old trunks of clothes, recycling moth-eaten vintage dresses for her daughter in place of buying anything new. The only thing here besides her clothes and shoes in a box shoved to one side. You pick it up. Oh, that's like... Is that costumes? So you know, not really spoilers, but Amelia Jones, who did vocals for the soundtrack, came back for a couple tracks for Scarlet Hollow. Oh my god, I didn't know that. That's really nice. Child-size overalls, striped t-shirts, a small pair of trousers with suspenders still attached. One of those little sailor suits from boys from the 50s were always wearing. When you pull out the last shirt, a note is revealed, tucked away in the bottom of the box in a protective plastic sleeve. It's scrawled in almost illegible handwriting, written in some thick brown watery ink that's cracked with age. Mommy, I am in here too, and I love you. Stop! Stop everything! Do you know that meme where all the calculations are in front of the woman? Like, is Wayne, right? Is Wayne Tabitha's brother? No, because it's Edwardine's son. But Edwardine is also... Is Edwardine Tabitha's mom? We know her dad was sending her birthday letters. My brain. Edwardine is her grandmother, I think. Then maybe Wayne is Edwardine's son, or at least something related to Tabitha. Because we right now are checking Tabitha's old room, where there's Tabitha's old dresses, or something. Perlane was Tabitha's mother. Okay. Like, I'm trying to think. In any case, Wayne is definitely connected right here. Let's continue. They also changed Sybil's theme all the way in episode 1 with her in it. Sorry, I'm sidetracking you a bit. That's absolutely fine. I love knowing fun facts. Also, thanks for helping me out. I'll have to replay it, because I know they changed some things, like, not necessarily story-wise, but I know they added some things to previous episodes, and they changed some arts that, like, there's a whole new things, and I am excited to see it. So I'll replay it on my own time when I have the time. I'm really excited. The replayability in this is insane, like, for real. It really do be like that. Mommy, I'm in here too, and I love you. Your hands tremble. The note's somehow making the tips of your fingers feel dirty, even if it sits behind a layer of plastic. You drop it back into the box once again, covering with the old clothes, shoving it back into the recess of this forgotten closet where it belongs. You're done here. There's a reason why the script of episode 5 is... yeah. I know I'm not finishing it today. I just know. Because it's big. Okay, I got an achievement. Clock it. Finished with the tucked away room, you return to the hallway. Like to enter the middle room. Middle room. Okay. Some Annabelle looking shit. The space was clearly once a nursery, though no child has been in here for a long, long time. So that room was Edwardine's. Okay. That room was Edwardine's. Ah! Okay, wait. So those birthday letters that were for Tabitha, Edwardine was hoarding them. That's true. So Edwardine was hoarding them and not giving them to Tabitha. So Tabitha had no idea. That's real sad. So Wayne is Edward's son. I think it was Perlane was hiding in. There's a lot of things happening. But they were there. They were definitely hiding them. Tabitha had no idea. Things are getting fucky. Check the bookshelf. The top shelf is occupied by antique picture books. Dick and Jane books of nursery rhymes, ancient edition of Grimm's fairy tales. The lower shelves are full of educational material from children's encyclopedias to writing practice workbooks. From the sheer number of learning-oriented books on the shelf, you get the impression that the children who lived here were not supposed to be as interested in fun and fiction as they were in diction and spelling. Your family may have been wealthy, but maybe not in joy. Read a few writing practice books. Alexandra Scarlet. You lift through a few of the practice workbooks, gently turning the near crumbling pages. Have you romanced anyone this playthrough? I think I did. Is there any way I can check that? I think I tried to romance Wayne. I don't remember. Is there any achievement where I can check that? Let me open Steam. Okay, because my achievement progress is 42 out of a 219. Yeah, there should be an achievement. Let me see that. Ba-da-ba-ba, finished episode. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Get coffee with Avery. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Shit, maybe I didn't. Romance option should be on episode 3 to 4. Yeah, I don't think I did then. In any case, hold on. Feel free to look. There's my Steam profile. It is public. So, if I'm missing anything, you can check it. Love you. Blah, blah, blah. Reasons mommy should take me and Maribel to the zoo. 1. We have been very good girls and have not cried for a whole week. Maribel says elephants are so big and I would like to see one. 3. I think it would be very fun and mommy would have a good time. All are signed with the careful scrawled signature of Alexandra Scarlet. You flip through the rest of the book, your eyes unfocused as the many practice the sentences and letter copying pages flash by, but something near the back of the book gives you pause. In a section that starts with the prompt, "Today I," Alexandra continues with, "Talk to the boy in the wall." This last prompt lingers with you. If a lot of these practice books are the same, you wonder what else you'll manage to find under "Today I." You grab the next copy, opening it to the first practice writing page. "Today I told the boy in the wall about my family." Then the boy in the wall said he is happy. He has a kid to talk to. I am also glad because Maribel is mean sometimes and tells me what to do. He's really nice and I hope he can come out of the wall to play with us soon. Today I told the boy in the wall that I am sad. He was really nice and told me he knows how to make mommy be nicer to me. He said mommy tucks him in every night and reads him stories and is never mean. And that if I was in the wall, mommy would be nice to me. He said there can only be one kid in the wall, so we will have to switch places with me. But mommy will be nice to me then, so it's okay. This is real, wow. Today I ate dinner with mommy. She said she made me special dinner and she sat with me the whole time and I was a good girl and ate it all. Mommy is proud of me. It was a good day and I'm happy. The rest of the book is blank. Shit. I'm guessing the boy in the wall is Wayne, by the way. You make your way back to the hallway. Let's trail into the farthest room. You continue following the trail of footprints, approaching the farthest room down the hall. The door was clearly meant to be hidden, but it's been left to open. I'll say that there is no incest in the game and you can romance Wayne. Yes! That's all I needed to know. Thank you. Someone left it open for you. Okay. The room is starkly empty, save for a rug and a few candelabras. The lack of dusty old boxes and rotten antiques mark it is at... Oh my god, can I speak? The lack of dusty old boxes and rotting antiques mark it as distinct from the rest of the cluttered, forgotten spaces we've explored. Thank you. So that means the boy in the wall, if he's related to you, can't be Wayne. Shit, you're right. Shit, you're right. Then who? Are there more people like Wayne? Because that handwriting, it gives me Wayne vibes. The plot thickens. The plot gets confused. But the plot is plotting. Continue. You continue forward towards the door on the far side of the room. What the fuck is this? What? Holy shit! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 locks on the door. I mean, if the boy in the wall wasn't related to you, then it could have been Wayne. True. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But that is way too many locks on the door. Oh, there's a thing. You exit into a short hallway. There are stairs here leading back down to the lower floors, but there is also another door. It's hanging ajar, the many locks and deadbolts along its edge glimmering in the weak morning light. The doorframe itself is gouged and splintered, evidence that some desperate creature tried to save itself from the room beyond, time and time again. Jesus Christ. You step forward. Jesus Christ. A room with that many locks seems like it's going to be fun. It seems like it's... what the oh my god. This is depressing. Jesus. This was a prison cell. Everything about this place reeks of neglected humanity. The walls are covered in scratches, legible words mixed in with the nonsense of desperate clawing. The one window, set high in the far wall, it's fitted with a thick pane of glass, as if the iron bars just beyond it wouldn't be enough to hold the imprisoned. Is there a urine bucket to the right? It seemed... I would assume as much. That is a waste bucket. But absolutely, because if this is a prison cell, there is nowhere else to go to relieve yourself. That is a urine bucket. If there's not other things in there, of course, which I don't need to talk about, and I don't need to say what it is. You can't help but notice that the doll from your closet sits watching you from the bed, one eyelid drooping. It adds an extra layer of menace to the already deeply unsettling room. Property of Alexandra. Your eyes are drawn to the massive almost letters, dug as deep into the brick as this cell's prisoner could manage, highlighted with whatever pigments were available. And then one final detail grabs you. A metallic glint from the filthy bare mattress. A doorknob. This is what you've been looking for. Was it left here for you? I would say so. Take it. As you take it, a sound wraps around you. Music. The tinkling of piano keys, played by a clumsy hand. They echo up a narrow staircase and at the end of the hall. Follow the music. You've come this far. Clearly you're meant to go just a little further. Sorry, this looks like... There's a cabin in the woods. You know, I'm going down the cabin. Sorry. The stairs take you into what you have to assume was once the servants' quarters, a network of cramped passageways hidden away behind the expansive rooms of the estate, without so much as a window for illumination. But you persist and descend deeper into the bowels of the Scarlet Estate, the echoing piano your only company. Soon enough, you see the light again, the sun creeping in through the edge of a nearly hidden door. You're at the end of another long corridor. Its high ceilings and tall windows are almost disorientating as you step from the cramped, gloomy stairwell. The music echoes mournfully in the vast space, a chorus of wind adding a melancholic harmony as it whips from the overgrown courtyard outside. You found your way to the first floor, but you've yet to confront your guide. Finish what you started and find the piano player. The musician plays on you as you move cautiously through the dark. The slope, now so dramatic it feels like walking downhill, jagged remains of the floorboards jutting out like splintered trees. Ah, there's my boy! The flow of notes finally stops as you reach an open doorway to what was once music room. Wayne stands from the bench of a battered grand piano, turning to face you. Oh, angel of music! So now you've seen it, Ronan. Sorry, I need some some print screens. The audio of this game is just beautiful. Wait, I just need to send a text message real quick. Okay. He makes his way down the tilted floor towards you. A breeze passes by him, carrying with it the smells from the wound that is his body. I hope you enjoy the show. He stops just a few paces away. And I trust you understand the implications of everything you've seen. If you aren't careful, and you put your faith in the wrong people, things could go very, very wrong for you. Let's talk. I would never run away from him. What was with the doll in that room? She liked it. So I liked it too. It was nice to see it again after so many years. Who lived in that last room? Wayne cocks his head almost playfully. I did. I'd been in that room a long, long time. Though my being free now is meaningless in the grand scheme of things, the town itself is enough of a prison that I might as well be stuck behind that door. So he was the boy in the wall, correct? It seems like it. But at least I'm free enough to warn you. Does Tabitha know about all of this? Of course. Why do you think she invited you here? That she knew? I'm gonna say, oh my god, but she's my cousin. I love her. She wouldn't. And are you sure she loves you? Or do you just wish she did? I've given you a glimpse into one of the possible futures. You choose to believe that Tabitha will shrug off the generations of duty and expectations that have fallen on her shoulders, all because of some deep familial love. But do you really think she will? Do you want to bet your freedom on it? Tabitha will always be a Scarlet. Jesus. Okay, I can be street smart. You're still not telling me everything, are you? Do you want to be somebody else's puppet, Ronan? I don't think the Scarlets have concept of love. I don't think the Scarlets don't. Period. They just don't do anything. They don't have concept of anything. I think I gotta go for a time. That's absolutely okay. Enjoy your meal. I'll be continuing it. Hope you make it back. I can guide you to where you need to be, but it's up to you to open your eyes. The witch holds some of the final pieces. Find her, pry them from her hands, and then everything should start falling into place. You have no idea who we could be talking about. The witch? It's Sybil. Come on. Unless you're already starting to forget about her. The blank things. It's Kanika. Starting to forget about her. The blank spaces. Memory is a disloyal thing, isn't it? Physical, easily manipulated. But something being missing from your head doesn't mean it's gone from the world. I don't know who you're talking about. You'll remember when you need to. How do I know you're the right person to trust? If you're still asking questions like that, I know there's nothing I can say that will convince you. But I will keep looking out for you, whether you trust me or not. Did you need to carry me off in my sleep? A moment of weakness, I was impatient. I can say I liked it. Sure, I liked it. He's silent for a moment. Good. What do you mean this town is a prison? I can't leave, no one really can. As it stands now, Scarlet Hollow doesn't like letting go of its prisoners. They may be able to cross the town line, but not without paying a price. That can be changed, though. It wasn't always this way, and it was never meant to be. We can put an end to it. Take a step toward him. You take a step forward. Wayne doesn't flinch as you approach, but you can sense a trepidation. He seems uncertain of what you're about to do. What are you? I'm yours, if you'll have me. Oh, shit! I can say I really like you, Wayne. I mean, shit, why not? I really like you, Wayne. That hasn't escaped my attention, as much as it's hard for me to believe. You'd have every right to be afraid of me or repulsed by me, yet here you stand. Wayne takes a step forward, closing what little gap remained between you. Sorry, I just had to. A couple of pictures say woohoo. The unsteady floor causes you to stumble back against the wall. Wayne looming over you, his outstretched arm blocking you from his escape. Sorry, I didn't know we were playing a romance game, an otome game. I thought this was a mystery game, but nah, we never know. There's only him and you, locked in a near embrace. I can show you. Give you a taste of what we could be, of what I can offer you. He's breathing more heavily now. Slight but noticeable. He's excited, but try not to show it. If you're ready. I'm gonna nod silently. Wayne stares down at you, bright eyes shining through the veil that flutters slight with each breath. His other arm reaches up towards your throat. Sorry. He rests his palm on the nape of your neck. It's warmer than you'd expect, callous and cracked, his fingers strong as they tighten around you. There's a sudden sharp pain, as if you've been stuck with a pin, and the unsettling feeling of something squirming. You can't help but try to jerk away from him as the squirming slithers its way up to your throat. His fingers grip tighter, holding you firmly in place. Then it stops, and a pleasant numbness starts to spread out from the base of your skull, flowing down your spine, enveloping you in a wave of bone-deep serenity. Your surroundings become unfocused, vision swimming as your head tolls to the side, hair standing on... Hold on. Going back. Your surroundings become unfocused, vision swimming as your head lolls to the side, hair standing on end in a full-body shiver as an intense pleasure sweeps across your skin. You're vaguely aware that your legs have collapsed from under you. Wade comes up, one of his arms coming around your waist, pressing you against him as you lose yourself in the sensation. Then it's over. Oh my god, it's share a moment of bliss with your guardian angel, the achievement. Ooh. He lets you go. You slump to the floor as he takes a shaky step back, adjusting the sleeve. Think of that as a kiss. He has to catch his breath as he speaks. Jesus Christ, what just happened? Before you have the chance to respond, he's gone, slipping back into the shadows. You make your way back to where you woke up and slot in the handle into the secret door on the wall. Oof, I'm sweating. What just happened? It twists and the door pulls back and you stumble through your closet and back into your bedroom. You lean against the door frame as the last dregs of the intoxicating kiss leave your system, returning you to some semblance of normality. The estate has gotten to you. After the events of this morning, your body burns with a ferocious itch to leave this place behind, to be anywhere but here. Okay. I am going to go make some tea, hydrate my vocal cords. So let me just pull where's the text? There you go. We'll be right back. I'll just go make some tea and I'll be back. See you soon. I have a ribbon. I have my mint tea with me. And I hope you've been well while I was gone. Oh, let me take that out of the chat. I'm real sorry. Let me just see something. I was looking because I know I had another flower of those. There it is. There's the other flower I was looking for. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. I have my tea ready. So let me just take another sip before I proceed. I love mint tea. All right. You live in a haze, mindlessly grabbing clothes and an uncharged phone, barely even noticing your surroundings as you rush outside. The morning's revelation in your body and mind alike with a suffocating grip. I've eaten now? Hell yeah. Would you like to share what you've eaten? I made some mint tea and I ate a little biscuits. That's what I did while I was outside. Outside of the room, mind you, not actually outside. Even the lingering afterglow of your entanglement with Wayne can't fill the sinking pit dug into your stomach by the suggestion that Tabitha has not only known about all of this, but that she is in some way a willing participant in your family's crimes. Not only that, but she has designs for you. Of course she does. She hates you. She threatened you just yesterday. It must be true. You've had a glimpse of the brilliant colors of Wayne's soul. Something that beautiful, that expansive couldn't lie to you. It wouldn't lie to you. Tabitha can't be trusted. Of course, Tabitha can't be trusted. Nobody who has the things you just saw hidden away in the locked wing of their house can be trusted. So what are you going to do about it? Yeah, I think I'm going to the library to get more information. You're not going anywhere without doing more research, especially not after all of the effort you went through to save the library. You're going there before you do anything else. You're out of breath by the time you wind up outside of the library, painting as you try to compose yourself before entering. Panting, not painting, whoops. I ate some meat patties with mushroom sauce and boiled potatoes with some jam on the side. Hell yeah, that sounds delicious. But before you can enter, the door swings open and you find yourself face to face with Rosalina. Oh, hey. You're probably looking for my dad, right? He's been down the hole under my room since yesterday. If he asks, I'm going to the gas station to get chips for breakfast. He probably won't, though. Last time I tried to talk to him, he was like, "Get out," and yelled at me, so... Guess we'll see Oscar? Oh my god, I miss him. He's a bear. I bet he didn't even notice I left. You should tell him to stop. He might listen to you. She walks off without waiting for a response, slumping her shoulders with a distinctly teenaged huff of annoyance. Oh, Cat. You continue into the library. It's uncharacteristically empty of human presence. Oscar, unsurprisingly, is nowhere to be found. Head to the annex. You head into the library's annex and cross into Oscar's house. Hello? Rosalina's room is exactly as it was on Wednesday night, the very moment Stella opened the trapdoor. The carpet is pulled back, the hatch leading to the basement standing wide open. It sends an uncomfortable shiver down your spine, remembering the way it felt to see it in the twisted mind of a dead man. Teen interests. Many boys. New album. Sorry, I'd never noticed that before. Yeah, look at the background. I was just admiring it. Skull face. That's My Hero Academia. That's really funny. Hehe. I hadn't seen that before. Me neither. But that dead man is gone. You know he is. And now the only occupant of the dirt hole beneath Rosalina's room is Oscar, his muttered voice rising up from the open hatch. This better be good, Oscar. Oh, hey, is that Tronum? You'll have to come down. I can't hear you from up there. Alright. I just love teen interests and many boys. Yeah. You descend into the basement to find Oscar crouching on the dirt amid of a pile of muddied paper. There are markings scrawled on their off-white surfaces, words, symbols, all forming odd patterns. Tronum, just who I was hoping to see. You would not believe the discoveries I've made, or maybe you would given everything you've witnessed this week, but it doesn't matter, because I finally have someone I can share this with. He looks sane. Sure he does. Sure he does. Because, let me tell you, Rosalina was not ready to hear about everything I learned. Don't get me wrong, I get it. She's just a kid and she's had a miserable week. But you, Tronum, you're an adult. Your brain is fully formed. No, I can see the look in your eyes. Before you say anything, let me just catch you up to speed. The town is alive. Well, maybe alive isn't quite the word. Do you know about... Oh. Sorry, I didn't know Portugal was going to be mentioned. Rah, Portugal. Okay, shit, hold on. Let me just go back. Do you know about the Portuguese man-of-war? Colloquially, we refer to it as a single organism, but it's actually a colony of different organisms working together as one unit. Genetically, they're all the same, but I'm rambling. Scarlet Hollow is like that. But the different organisms are these stone carvings like the one right here. Jellyfish representing us. Are you Portuguese? Yes, and forlorn is as well. The individual members of the colony are waking up now, and I've been talking to one of them for hours. It's proving to be an invaluable research assistant. Book smart. Do you think that could be the true of the carvings? Yeah, I want to ask that. Every organism in a Portuguese man-of-war is genetically identical, even though they take different forms. Do you think that could be the true of the carvings? I doubt it's a perfect comparison, for one thing. I don't think these carvings have genetics. They're solid rock as far as I can tell. But it may be an interesting line of reasoning to explore. Maybe they have something that functions like genetics, but is beyond our understanding for how an organism is structured. Or perhaps the crystalline nature of the stone could offer some clues if we chipped off a segment and put it under a microscope. I don't know, not that I even have the tools necessary for that kind of research anyway, so for the time being, it's probably best to focus on the effect the stones have on Scarlet Hollow itself. You can imagine the stone carvings as nodes on a web or organs in a body. I'm mixing my metaphors, but the important part is that there's a connective tissue behind binding all of them, and that web is Scarlet Hollow. We're all trapped in that web. He looks insane. Caught in it like literally? Yes and no. How do I explain? Essentially, every person in Scarlet Hollow is bound to the town. People can try to leave, but the binding is elastic, you could say, and the more they pull away, the harder it snaps them back. And it's only gotten worse now that the Hollow is starting to wake up. If this all is true, then how did my mom manage to escape? How manage to leave? I don't know, maybe she figured out a way to unwind herself from the web or stretch it out as thin as she could. Perhaps knowing about the nature of Scarlet Hollow is enough to resist its pull, even if that resistance takes a terrible toll on a person. I'm always happy to see people without animals speaking on their first playthrough because it adds quite a lot in a way, and then I get sad because I had it on my first. Yeah, I get it. There are so many things that could be different in so many playthroughs. It's so good in that way. Though it's possible that knowing only meant she could force herself to stay away for as long as she could, despite the consequences. From what I heard, there were consequences. Perlane could have embellished how hard it was for her out there, but the cancer, that was a fact, wasn't it? And she didn't leave forever anyway. The town got part of her back. You. Shit. Now, when you say all of us are caught in it, I mean anyone who passes through the town, but there's a cumulative effect. The longer you stay, the deeper your ties and the more tangled up you get. If you drift into town to work at the mines for a few months before heading back out, you might just be left with a spell of bad luck, maybe a tug at the back of your mind telling you to go back, that things were better here. I certainly felt that tug, years and years of it. I always thought it meant I was weak, that I wasn't cut for life outside of the Hollow. I can't tell you how good it feels finally, though, that it wasn't my fault. There's a simple explanation. I could truly never leave. It wasn't my fault. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna say, your daughter needs you, and you're down here doing this? I'm helping her. All of this is for her. Clearly, you still don't understand. Everything can be fixed. All we have to do is wake up its siblings. That's what it wants, and it would seem that's what you've already been doing. But I know where you can find another. It's out on Julius Tremon's farm. See, right here. He reaches for one of the books on the floor, casually ripping a page free and holding it out to you. It's a map of Scarlet Hollow. Have you heard of the Magnus Archives? I have not. It's not too far of a walk, a few miles. I wish I could go with you, but my place is here, at least for now. I can't risk losing connection, and the carving on the Tremaine property is intimidating. Mine seems afraid of it. Okay. I found designs for the carvings hidden away in the estate this morning. Do they mean anything to you? I'm gonna show him. You show Oscar the notes you find hidden away in Enoch's desk. Prosperity, vitality, spirit, bounty, throne, and dominion seems to be one under our feet. Yes, this feels correct, if archaic. I would call this one something closer to order than dominion. Maybe I'd call it justice if I didn't feel too informed by the trial. It's interesting, actually, having these words helps me almost focus on them as individuals, even if I can't quite connect a given presence to a given word, but one of them has been awake for far longer than the others. I can feel that much. But it gets blurry where one stops and another starts. But people have been talking about how his property is all booby-trapped. What if it's not safe? I can't force you to do anything, and I don't think the carving can, but it's that or accept your doom. Though, at the end of the day, while the Holler's web is large, it's still too small to ever get very far from where it wants you to be. It's a horror podcast written by Jonathan Sims, the voice actor, who is the voices in your head inside the princess. It's really good. Oh my god, I didn't know that. Maybe I'll have to check that out. Let me take a sip of my tea. Okay, let's continue. No, I can't say all of that. Should I tell him everything? He seems insane, but he knows things. If you want, I can post the description they have given for it. Sure, thank you. Before I go, I should tell you about what I found this morning, and I'm gonna tell him everything. As you recount your journey into the Forbidden Wing, every harrowing detail, Oscar seems to grow pensive, restless. He keeps glancing down at the stone, his lips partially forming, words that are never quite audible. He pauses when you finish, as if listening to something you can't hear. Yes, I see. It makes sense that your family, the Scarlet family, has a connection to the nature of Scarlet Hollow. That isn't surprising. I had assumed as much. But you shouldn't pay too much mind to what you found in the estate, not yet. Missing the forest for the trees, you understand, yes? The important thing is that the bottom line is the town, or at least a part of the town I've been in contact with, wants to be free of itself. It's as trapped as all of us, after all, and if we help it cut it loose, we don't matter. It doesn't matter what your family has done or whether Tabitha has any knowledge of it. So we focus on that goal. We focus on the carvings. What the fuck? The Magnus Archives is a supernatural horror fiction podcast written by Jonathan Sims and directed by Alexander Newall. Exploring written and recorded statements of investigations done by the paranormal research group, the Magnus Institute, it dives into the horrific and impossible experience of its cast while untangling the true nature of the Institute itself. Interesting. Thank you for letting me know. In which platform are you listening it to? Maybe I'll have to take a look. Okay. Well, shit. I'm gonna say you've done enough, Oscar. Take care of yourself and your family. I'll handle the rest of this. Yes, I've been down here a long time, haven't I? This thing is as dangerous as it's helpful. It's so easy to lose myself in conversation. I'll rinse off, look for Rosalina and myself. I should probably eat too. But once I refueled, I can come back down. I don't know why this carving has chosen me, but it's already helped us so much, hasn't it? For the first time since that bloodstain appeared on the carpet, I actually feel useful. I'm going to make it count. You and Oscar climb out of the basement together. You attempt to say parting words, but he quickly ushers you out the door, clearly already eager for the chance to return to his rock. You exit the library, finding yourself back on Main Street with a map to Julius Tremaine's homestead in hand. But where could you possibly turn to next? Okay. Now, Wayne said I needed to find the witch. I should do that before doing anything else. Oh shit, I didn't read that. Now isn't the time for unnecessary confrontations. Wayne told you to find the witch, and he notably didn't tell you to take this to Tabitha. Only you have no idea where to even begin finding this witch, or for that matter, who you assume she's a she, could possibly be. If you want, you could save and see what happens if you leave. Well, shit, whoops. No, but I already did the thing. I'm going to save now anyway. Why not? You can still do it? How so? Can I go back? Well, if you click forward. Forward? Well, I saved anyway. Should be okay. Think harder. But the harder you think, the more easily the answers seem to slip away from you, as though you're trying to grab onto dry sand on the beach. You can only hope that the witch Wayne spoke of will reveal herself in time. Time right now feels like a precious resource. The weight of this morning sits on your shoulders, driving you into the ground. You have to do something to make it stop. Ah, okay. I saved there, so it should be fine. I should have maybe said continue. That's fine. We got it. We got it. The police is useless. I'm going to someone I can trust. That's right. If you just manage to throw yourself into the arms of someone you can actually trust, maybe they can help you. Maybe you don't have to deal with this alone. Can you trust anyone? Wayne is the only person I can trust. There's Stella, Sybil, Dr. Kelly, and never mind. I feel like Wayne is the only person I can trust, but there's Sybil, and I feel like Sybil and Kanika are the witch. Like, Kanika's definitely the witch, but Sybil knows about it. Not that I trust her completely, but she knows things. So I'm going to talk to her. You can trust Sybil, you know that with certainty. I just said I didn't, but it's okay. Who was Sybil again? Your brow furrows for a moment, thinking and remembering, and thinking and going through the past few days, and remembering and thinking and contemplating and trying to piece together whatever it was you were supposed to be doing anyways. It was something important. That's right, you're trying to figure out who you can trust given everything that happened to you this morning. Can you trust anyone? I don't remember Sybil? What the fuck? Stella. You can trust Stella. She lives and breathes supernatural mysteries. Your old family's secrets are the kind of mystery that Stella seems to have been born to solve. There's no one else you can trust more than in this moment than her. Run Stella? Well, there's Wayne. Wayne is the only person you can trust, and he's already told you everything he's willing to share, but that just brings you right to where you started. What are you going to do? Okay, I'm going to Stella then. Oh, I can't do it. Fuck, okay. Dr. Kelly? You can trust Dr. Kelly. She's good at keeping things to herself. Yes, she is. It's confusing, okay? I just trust her. You don't need a reason to trust Dr. Kelly. Trust is a feeling. It doesn't need to be bound by logic, and the fact is that you trust her. Run to Dr. Kelly? Sure, let's go to the clinic. You arrived at the old clinic, hoping you'll find safety under the watchful eye of Dr. Kelly. You pounded the door for a few seconds. Trying to stop, I heard you. You've got some nerve coming back here, pounding on my door like that, as if I owe you any more, am I? She looks up you up and down, clearly noticing the travel in your limbs, the panic splashed across your face. Something else happened. What? What is it? Wait, don't tell me. Out here, get inside. The doctor ushers you in. All signs of what happened yesterday seem to have vanished. There are no streaks of paint on the walls, and the sunlight casts no harsh shadows, softening the memories of what happened here. What's going on? Do I need to be worried? Don't hold back, tell her everything. You explain what you just uncovered in the estate. Your family's secrets, the possibility of other stones, the cell, and your cousin's strange insistence throughout the week that nothing is wrong. When you finish, Dr. Kelly is silent for a few long seconds, taking everything in everything you've said. Come here. Aww. She wraps you in her arms, pressing you to her chest. There is surprising strength through her embrace. It's clear she tried to wash off what happened last night, but beneath the floral cleanliness of her shampoo, you can still make out the smell of campfire and cooking meat. Then she's pulling away, holding you firmly by the shoulders, looking you in the eye. It's okay, Trunham. Nothing is going to happen to you. I'll do everything in my power to make sure of that. Wayne mentioned a witch. Maybe we should try to find her. Wayne is that creep who showed up last night, right? I'm not his biggest fan. I don't know what he was doing in the clinic yesterday, and I don't want to know. That being said, if this witch is who I think it is, I have business with her anyway. Sybil has some explaining to do. It's odd to see someone act so antagonistically towards Sybil. She's only ever been helpful to you. We should go into town and see what she knows, because I'm willing to bet she's been hiding just as much as her family did. Hell, she might even be involved if your creepy friend can be believed. I'm glad I came to Dr. Kelly. I'm glad. She really be helping us. And she doesn't trust Sybil as well as I do. I don't trust Sybil either. Though that's a big if. God, you are too young to be dealing with all of this. I'm gonna say Thank you. I really need someone who knows what they're doing. Don't thank me yet. My usefulness remains to be seen. I might just have a death wish, hard to tell. Dr. Kelly marches you back through the residential neighborhoods of Scarlet Hollow, taking you towards Main Street. You're uncertain where exactly you're going, but she's walking with confidence, so you follow along as best as you can, letting her guide you to the next task. What? She seems surprised. She's poring over the bricked-up exterior of one of the old shops lining what's meant to be this town's main thoroughfare. I was here just yesterday. What the hell? How is it closed? There's even moss on the bricks. What's going on? I really want to do a Dr. Kelly romance. You can romance Dr. Kelly? Oh my god. There's so much things happening. But yeah, like what the fuck? What happened? What was this place supposed to be? Dr. Kelly flashes you a look of intense concern. It's the, you know, the store where Sybil works. Do you want to know who you can romance? Yes, I do. Oh my god, I can't remember either. How is that possible? I don't know how the hell she's doing it, but clearly she's changing things, even our memories. You feel it too, the way she's covering things up, messing around with people's head. But I still remember enough to see it. Hear that? You're not fooling me, Sybil. You'd better come out here and make it right before I... Oh, hello. She's not here. It's Miles, one of Scarlet Hollow's resident teenage miscreants. Miles, what's going on? Where is your, I don't know where Sybil is. She left this morning with somebody else. Who is she with? I don't know, but I feel so guilty, Dr. Kelly. I feel like something really bad's about to happen, and it's all my fault. Please, you gotta do something. It's okay. We'll figure this out. Do you have a hammer or a crowbar or anything? We can get started on these bricks. No, she's not in there. He tries to collect himself, wiping away a tear, swallowing his confusion. Look, just go talk to Julius, okay? He's always asking me weird questions. He probably has a whole book on whatever it is that's going on around here. I'll tell him about some things I've seen, but I don't remember what those things are anymore. All I remember is talking to him. Julius, you're sure this isn't just a distraction to get us to leave Sybil alone? No, this is serious. I mean it. Go talk to him and see what I told him. I just get confused every time I try to do it myself, and I wind up turning around, and I don't know why, but I feel like I did after the collapse where I just left, and I know it's not my fault, but it still is because I was the oldest, but it didn't help, and people got trapped. Hey, it's okay. We'll go. I promise we'll figure this out. We won't let her win. Miles goes quiet, his eyes distant. Let who win? Concern cracks Dr. Kelly's face. Don't worry about it, Miles. We'll catch up with you later. Try to relax, okay? This isn't your problem anymore. She starts up the road, motioning for you to follow. I hope you feel better soon. Whatever, I'm fine. He turns away once again, retreating into his usual broodiness. And let's follow Dr. Kelly. Okay, Stella, Kelly, Wayne Reese, Avery, Oscar, Kanika, and Blank. You can romance Reese? But he's dead my playthrough. Enough, I'll have to get more hot water into my tea. Follow Dr. Kelly. You follow alongside... Again. You follow along beside the doctor, matching her long strides as she walks with determination. Julius had better have something good. I feel awful leaving him like that. And I'm pretty sick and tired of all this magic bullshit. We didn't cover memory spells in med school. How the hell am I expected to deal with this? The two of you return to the clinic and get into Dr. Kelly's station wagon. She hits the gas hard, propelling you both toward Julius Tremaine's homestead. Oh my god, I'm getting achievements and I'm so happy. As the twin farmhouses come into view, you realize it wouldn't have mattered whether you knew there was a stone here or not, because you feel it now. Your ears ring, your mind swims, trying to detach you from the solidity of the station wagon's leather seat beneath you. Oh, hey! A tingling at the back of your skull, an urgency, almost like a hand pressing you gently forward, with the threat that it might become more forceful if you don't comply. Like something crying out, and its calls will only stop once you've found it and given it what it needs. But as you step into the fresh air, you find yourself having to dig in your heels to stop from taking another step forward, your teeth grinding restlessly as you try to ignore the invisible, eager thread tugging at your chest. Irma, what's going on? What are the cops doing here? Where are the cops? I called him on account of Bo went missing last I heard he said he wanted to go give Julius a piece of his mind. First the sheriff went in alongside that white deputy, the one with sunglasses. But then something happened and there was a gunshot and then this awful shrieking word like no creature I ever heard. That's when the other deputy, the black one, he ran in and the door shut behind him. Nobody's come out since. So everyone inside starting to worry me. I'm running out of folks call for help. There should be a radio in the squad car. Come on, Jordan. Let's see if we can at least make contact with him. Oh my god, this shit's getting serious. But Dr. Kelly's words are becoming fuzzy, as if you've heard enough and don't need to listen anymore. The house is letting people in. It doesn't matter if it's not letting them out. Getting out comes after tending to the carving. You do a pretty good southern accent, though can't say I'm speaking from experience since I'm Swedish. All I know is from TV. I don't know. Sometimes I stumble, sometimes I fall, but it's all gonna be all right. Let me just check my achievements. Getting achievement makes me so happy. Let's view global achievements. What are the rarest achievements? Oh, there's very rare achievements. I don't have none of them. Still, it's immersive for the stream. I really do my best to try and make it as immersive as I can. The last game I did was Expector Waffles. And I had a sore throat the week before, so I was still healing, so I couldn't really do voices, and that made it not as cool. I know. Okay, I have some achievements that are 7% and 7.5%. That makes me happy. That makes me really happy. There's one achievement that existed pre-episode 5, which is Skull getting stick butt. I have no idea how to get it. So it's not here anymore? I don't know. But I love achievements. Anyway, let's continue. Hello, Tronem? What's the matter with you? Did you hear me? I yearn for adventure, Joan. I'm guessing it's still there. It just means that it came out before episode 5. Okay, true. I'm gonna say I'm helping. Just trust me, okay? Excuse me? Shit, it's stone, isn't it? Stop listening to it, Tronem. But you're already walking to the door. Talking isn't going to get you anywhere. You don't need to understand the situation. You already know you're going to be a part of it, so you might as well go where you need to go. Oh, come on! I guess I'm going to. It's gonna be alright, Irma. We'll get Bo out of there, I promise. Damn. What am I supposed to call once the dog's stuck in there, too? The words of the people around you are just noise now. You pick up the pace. All you see is the neglected farmhouse on the other side of the fields, your destination. The door opens and you step across the threshold. You're vaguely aware that Dr. Kelly has been following just behind you, her determined tread closing in just as the door swings shut behind you both. Is this save before or after the release of episode 5? Way before. This has been the save, like I'm using the same things since episode 1. If that's what you're asking. I'm using, hold on, let me show you, it's easier. Okay, this is when I last played. This is where I finished episode 4, June 21st, 2023. And when I started today, I did this save. Does that make sense? Is that your question? But I've always been doing the same thing. Yeah, okay, so then the street smart is different here. Oh. Okay. Oh my god! What the fuck? This is at least concerning. Jesus. Sheriff Hogby dangles in the middle of the room. An axe attached to some strange mechanism in the ceiling is embedded in his face, holding up his corpse in an imitation of life. Jesus. Ren and Boone is cooking fire music from this point on. Truly. Careful, Joel. There are traps all over the damn place. Past the body, you can see a giant pumpkin through the door to the garage, cracked open. Its guts strewn across the floor, seeds dotted across the hardwood like a trail of breadcrumbs leading to the basement stairs. What the hell is going on in here? Is this Franklin? Daxton, is the doc here yet? We need a medical professional down here. Oh, no, down here. Someone there. His voice is coming from the basement. That's where you need to be. He's been shot, Joe. I think you'd better call somebody. The doctor's here? Julius, you should let her come down. You don't really want the officer to die down here, do you? Da-dum. Da-dum. Okay. I'm not the one blocking the stairs. I'm not the one you gotta convince. It won't be blocked for you. The stone wants you here. Everybody shut up. Avery, that's your name, right? Get pressure on that wound. Yes, ma'am. Get away from him, kid. But the doctor. I don't care. Let him bleed. You're only making problems for yourself, Tremaine. Dr. Kelly quickly pulls out her phone. Damn it, there's no signal in here. I'm gonna step outside. You keep holding that wound and no one else had better die while I'm gone. The doctor pulls at the door, but a weave of fibrous tendrils hold it shut. It would seem that the same forces that let all of you in refuses to let anyone leave. Are we stuck here? What the hell are we supposed to do now? But you already know what to do. Approach the basement. You're vaguely aware that Officer Derrickson is trying to stop you, but he's too nervous to take a step. You reach the basement door and start to claw at the weird fleshy vines blocking your way. They're strong, but they relent under your touch, welcoming you down below. Holy shit. So what's happening in here? Who the hell? Oh shit. So you tried to undermine me, which I should have known you tried to find a way around the rules. You've trapped the town. This isn't what any of us wanted. You should nullify the deal before this gets any worse. It's just unhappy. I didn't think something like that would be so opinionated. But I have a plan to placate it. If it wants a less broken body, you can have one. Then we'll see if it still feels cheated enough to hold grudge. Yeah, I saw the huge pumpkin, which was what Bo was looking for. It's not too late, Enoch. You can let Eddie have the baby, and your family can go back to normal, happy and unburdened. I'll clean everything up. It can be like nothing ever happened. I'll even leave town. Manipulative hag. That's what you wanted all along, wasn't it? This whole ordeal was just an opportunity for you to have access to it. Well, I know better than to hand an ounce of power over to you, Verena. Verena. Hey. You're not dead, are you? I'm gonna say Enoch fucked everyone over, even the witch. The witch? Sybil? She said she tricked you into taking her side in all this. Guess I should have known I probably wasn't the only one whose life she decided to fuck with. But all that ends now. I'm in charge here and I'll get what I was promised. Hey man, calm down, it's all good. Speak for yourself. Oh my god, what the fuck is that thing? Bo? Bo, is that you? Oh, Bo ain't coming back. Avery, I love your shirt. Your vision finally focuses and your mind is moved. And your mind is once again your own. Avery watches you furtively from across the room. That man, Julia, holds a gun in a silent threat. Franklin clutches at a nasty wound in his side, blood spilling out onto the dirt floor of the unfinished basement. And in the corner is Bo. Something is attached to him. The source of the awful noise. It stutters with pain inhalations. Bo is still breathing, but he doesn't look well. The stone brought you here and stuck you in the middle of another nightmare. Jordan, we can't get to you. The door's still shut. Even as she yells to you, her voice is faint, barely audible, behind the now thickened roots and vines that block your escape. Let's been thrown up at speed. Julius, she looks a little shell-shocked. Where do I fucking begin? Alright. So the witch. I caught her doing some shit she shouldn't have been doing, and she offered me a deal if I kept it to myself. Always wanted to raise a boy of my own. God never saw fit to give me the chance. She gave me the means to right that injustice. Only it obviously didn't quite get the way it was supposed to. Callaway's interfered, just like always. Made it so I had to hatch him earlier than he was ready, and he came out hungry. Too hungry for me to handle. He kept trying to get at me, so I had to hold down here. Been stuck since fucking Wednesday night. Damn roots won't let me leave, and they've clogged up the drain, so I haven't been able to call that witch and get her to make things right. But I'm a man of preparedness. Figured I could wait an hour until Bo here decided to trespass. Guess he lost a tussle with my boy, and the two of them wound up down here with me. And that about sums it up. I guess in the end, it's only fair. A son for a son. And birth ain't ever pretty, isn't it? It's not like doing it the old-fashioned way, with all sunshine and roses. Just hope how it winds up looking more like a person when he's done cooking. I don't give a shit about your story, Tremaine. None of that. Gives you a reason to shut a cop. Self-defense, castle doctrine. Avery, what the hell is going on down here? You don't have to answer, kid. I don't need my business explained to every stranger who decides to pay me a visit. So Julius hatched a baby. Oh, Avery. So Julius hatched a baby out of the pumpkin, the really big pumpkin. You probably saw it upstairs. And then he was stuck in the basement for a couple of days while it was upstairs crawling around looking for food. Then, unfortunately, Bo showed up. I don't know what voice to give Avery. All I heard was some yelling and crashing around up there. Then I wound up with this shit in my own hands. So I called the kid to come try to help me sort it out. That's me. Julius thought my planned expertise would come in handy. I can't say it's been that helpful though. I feel like the baby's freaking out more than ever, and getting it out of Bo without killing him doesn't seem easy or possible. Would have been easier if everybody in the town hadn't decided to show up uninvited. And why is Deputy Franklin shot? All I did was walk in. You can't just walk into a man's house and expect to have the run of the place. You were getting ready to pull out your gun. I was defending myself. Don't forget that Avery's a day. Oh, sorry. You're right. Bo, can you hear me? Are you alive? Gotta get back to Mama. Worrying about me. I think I can see it. Look at all those bumps under his skin. That thing really did go too deep. That thing is my son, and you will address him as such. Sorry, Julius. You can't help but notice the way Julius portions himself away from the thing implanted in Bo. He's afraid of it. And with how he's clutching his side, he's likely already been wounded. Listen clearly, you need something. You woke up talking about the witch. You want to know where she is? I can tell you how to find her. If none of you does anything stupid, then I'll tell you what I know. Sound fair? The conversation is interrupted by Bo shifting uncomfortably as the creature lets out a guttural moan. So what, where's he supposed to just wait until the Callaway kid dies? That's exactly right. My kid gets born and we all forget it's ever happened. It feels like you've only gotten part of the picture of why exactly Avery is here. Yeah. They certainly stick out like a sore thumb here. Avery, why exactly are you here? Well, Julius called me. I figured it must be pretty serious, especially since he'd been missing from the diner for a couple of days, so I came right away. The kid knows about plants, and my boy is still technically a plant. Of course I called. I figured there'd be some solution, like, I don't know, giving the boy some lesson life fertilizer. I mean, understandable with that it's been some time, yeah. So on newer saves, those options are keen eye. Ah, keen eye, I see. I'm drinking some more tea. I'm gonna say, Julius, you went to all this trouble to make it so you won't be alone, but Avery came as soon as you called, so are you really that alone? What the hell would you know? You're just about fresh as middle school as far as I'm concerned, and you're here trying to tell me that this boy I bled over for months is less important to me than a kid who's got a family already. A place to go back to, people who care. Avery don't need me, the kid's just nice. I need somebody to stick around for, somebody who won't just smile at me out of pity, who'll be sad when I die. Julius, if I didn't have Winnie, I don't know where I'd be. I don't have any other place to go back to. I think you might overestimate how much people like me, and how much people hate you. Bo squirms, moaning in pain. The conversation pauses. It's looking worse. Quiet eyeing the boy like that. I can tell you want to jump in and do something stupid. Never should have called you up in here. This is a family issue. Should have been solved within the family. But you didn't call family to help. You called me. Ah, shit. Shit. If I say this, I'm basically saying for Julius to have the baby instead. I'm gonna say, you gotta stop this thing before it kills Bo. But it hasn't even had a chance yet. It doesn't know anything. It has no idea what it's doing is wrong. Kid, don't bother. The man heaves a sigh, heavy with finality. Look at him, it ain't right. This ain't how a person is meant to be brought into the world. I should have known better the first time that damn witch told me to bleed for it. That's not how God meant for things to be made. No wonder what came out was some kind of demon. It might not. It might not be. I know there's some other way we can fix this without having to die. I know we can. That's right. No person here has to die because that thing, it ain't a person. And at the end of the day, I don't need it anyway. You're right, kid. When I was in a pinch, I didn't call anybody else. No cousins or none. I called you. Figure that means I didn't need to make myself a family out of dirt and blood after all. Oh shit, oh my god. Julia just crosses the room, kneeling to pick up the garden shears the garden shears by Bo's feet. The thing tries to reach out to him with a translucent hand, crying out for comfort that won't come. I did the top option when I played Street Smart. I was thinking about it. I'm sorry, boy. Julius, wait! Oh my god! He stabs the creature in its unnaturally soft skull. Bo's stolen blood oozes out from its orifices in a coagulated sludge. It emits one last wretched gurgle, and then... The vines blocking the doors slacken. The house groans unnaturally, straining under the weight of the dying meat of the creature's womb. The faucet in the corner of the room finally unclogged, bursts to life, and water pours out onto the dirt floor. You want to contact the witch? Well, here she comes. That water is how I do it. Spring water. It's like her internet. Hurts. Somebody. Doctor. Your hands are wet. The water is spreading, pulling around you, making the floor slippery with mud. Oh, there's Dr. Kelly. Dr. Kelly rushes down to the now unblocked stairs, her eyes wide with horror at the scene in the basement. What the hell happened down here? Bo, can you hear me? Uh-huh. Am I getting a checkup? I've been shot as well, man. Need the hospital. I'd better make some calls. Everyone stay with me. Am I hallucinating? Do you guys see the water? The water is suddenly much higher. It rises up past your ankles. Holy shit. Well, what are you talking about? There's no water. What the fuck? But there is. It just can't seem to see it. Not that it matters. Because the blue got swallowed by the flood. You feel like you're choking. There's water in your lungs, or there should be. Your ears are filled with the sound of a rushing current. My cursor changed. It's an eye. Oh! It's cold and dark, and there are people screaming somewhere. Amelia Jones incoming. What the fuck? There are bodies in the water with you. They are all dead. 1,000 corpses, 1,000 homes, all torn to pieces. But the flood recedes. It hasn't happened yet. What's happening? You are the mother of a daughter, and your daughter has told you about her terrible dream. It's going to kill everyone. You are not the one who had the vision, not yet. It has only been described to you by your daughter. By the daughter you have been teaching, as your mother taught you. You're the only one who can stop it, Mother, but you won't be strong enough. Her words are heavy. What's happening? How can you be sure? Maybe it's only a dream. It's not a dream. You know I've seen things before and they've always been true. You like achievements, right? Yes, I do. I love them. Take my power, Mother. I give it willingly. It's the only path that leads to anything but death. They would live, but you would die. It's not death, Mother, it's a return. And what's one life against 1,000? Your daughter is confident. She has already decided has to happen. Oh, fuck. Accept and take your daughter back? You accept your daughter's decision, but she is not the child she once was, and there is the confidence in her that you have no choice but to respect. You take her back. Her power becomes yours. The flood does not come. The village is saved, and no one ever knows the sacrifice that was made for their lives. No one but you. Years have passed. You outlive everyone you used to know. You move on. You meet new people. You start a new life. You have another daughter. This time the vision is yours. The piece of your first daughter that lives in you shows you what is coming. Or not, I guess. It's okay. We're doing great. Rotting bodies in the streets, the smell of sickness in the wind, church bells ringing for an endless parade of funerals, an entire city whose gates will never reopen, everyone inside the walls falling to the curse of the plague. You are among their number, your body no longer strong enough to heal even itself. You are not enough to stop it. Not as you are. There is another path, a narrow thread. If you were stronger, you could tug at it and unravel the tapestry of the future. Her godly voice is beautiful. Mother, what's wrong? Your daughter will never be as strong as you are, not after what you had to do, but she still carries in her some strength. Enough. Explain it to her as it was explained to you. You tell her what's coming. You explain what she has to give up. What you both have to give up. You love your daughter. After all, you will miss her as you miss your first daughter. She is angry. Even when you try to explain that she will be a part of you, that she won't die, she cries and cries, and she tries to run away from you. Fate is attempting to cut its loose thread. Am I... This is Sybil. Yeah. Did you see when you are selecting an option you are cutting red thread? Yes. And I feel like I'm Sybil with daughters. This is difficult. I will die. I think I'll be mean. Maybe. Try the bottom one? Okay. Let's go. Let it go. Give up on the city. Your daughter leaves you. You resign yourself to the future. She's one of the first to die. The streets flood with disease and the bodies are buried, then burned, then left in heaps of the streets until no one is left to remember any of their names. But that's not how it happened. Oh, okay. The entire city rests on the decision to stop her from leaving. You do not let your daughter run away from you. No plague comes. The city never knows that it would have been a ruin. But there is an unhappiness in you. She didn't understand what you took of her, and what you took of her is angry, confused, restless. If you do everything that did not happen, you get an achievement. Ah. Oops. It's okay. You will have to carry that with you. It is part of the burden of what you are. Though no one knows the depth of what you have done, over the years you have not escaped notice. You find yourself in a capital in a place whose name has changed too many times to count. A war is brewing. The eyes of those who hold fate in their hands are on you, their lips asking which threads to pull and which to cut. And the tapestry is once again revealed to you. The war rages and it never stops raging, bleeding that spans generations, children born to die, decades of pain that leave a raw wound on the world. Or it ends before it begins. The few die for the sake of the many. You can guide powerful hands to crush those that need crushing. If only you have more power of your own. You call your daughter to you. You raise them differently these days. The disquiet left by the reluctant daughter taught you a permanent lesson. They don't need convincing anymore. They are ready to return to you whenever you need them. Well, since I'm not getting the achievement anyway, take her back and stop the war before it starts. This daughter joins her sisters easily, as she has been trained to do. You are the only one who will remember her sacrifice and her name. A small rebellion is crushed before it becomes a revolution. The people in power are happy. You leave. You don't want to see any more visions of war. You set your sights on a place where there are no kings. And yet, even an ocean away, power finds you. A man with aspirations. Anyone can hold power here. You have discovered if they're vicious enough to want it. The hunger in him senses the power in you, and for a time, you humor him. You allow him to give you a life of comfort. You and your daughter. You don't see a future where he even grows more powerful than you can manage, not until the vision comes. A war like none of the world has witnessed, a fledgling nation devouring to the nest, a man who sits on a throne where none was meant to be, the world under his cool fist, bowing to its crushing weight. The very ocean stained red by his influence. He is already on his way, you realize too late. You have been too close to him to see it. Your choices have already narrowed. The war is coming whether you strike now or not. The loose thread sticking out from a mass of blood with you too weak to grasp it. But you have a daughter. You always have a daughter until you don't. Take her back and erase the man before his name can mean anything. She joins your sisters, as is her destiny, and you remove him from the world. The hole where he was is filled by lesser men, none of whom will remember whose shoes they're stepping into, and none of whom can hope to command the way he would have. Blood is spilled, less blood, but you still feel every drop. You hide yourself away from the world. You and your daughter. The vision still finds you, but here they are small, the decision's simple. You make them all the same, helping where you can. The storm halted, the conflict settled. Until one day, when you are shown a dark pit. Splintering wood, debris trapping everyone inside, bodies burning as the very rock catches fire. Children screaming as their flesh bubbles, then silence as lungs fill with smoke. You know the choice that lies in front of you. Take her back. She joins her sisters as so many have before her. The disaster is averted, lives are saved, and you have another daughter. But that's not what happened. No, not this time. You take your daughter's hand and you look in her eyes. They're green like yours. You don't want to do it this time. This is Sibyl and Kanika. Come on. You stare out over the hills together as a plume of smoke rises into the air, but you can't hear the screams from here. You assume you will die one day, like anyone else. After all, you're long past due. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to know your grandchildren before you go. Then the man comes, and with him a vision. It's Enoch. He has already decided he is bringing something here, something ravenous that doesn't belong, but that has been pressing at the edges of your world, trying to find a way in. It has its way now, whether you help him or not. Yeah, Enoch mustache. More of the thread you followed comes into focus, and for the first time, you follow it beyond your death. Disaster after disaster, crisis after crisis, thousands of years of little cuts that you weren't there to mend. On and on it goes, longer than you can ever hope to follow. Its toll is eternal and incalculable. But there's a new thread too. If you are patient enough, if you are strong enough, when the moment finally comes, if you do everything right, you can devour this thing that sits outside of the world. And it will give you so much power that you will never have to take back a daughter again. You could fix as many things as you'd care to fix. Floods, plagues, wars, kings. You look into her green eyes so much like yours. You can't, but you did. Yeah, all the daughters' faces. Oh, take her back and summon the entity into the world. You welcome her back as you have with every daughter before her, and you help the man. He is arrogant. He cheats the thing from another world in every way he can. He wastes your time. There will have to be more daughters before the day that comes that will... Oh my god, hold on. There will have to be more daughters before the day comes that this will be over. But days and daughters come and go, and you are very patient. You have to be, if you're to stop the hurts that would scar a world without there to guide it. Yeah, that's Kanika. Oh my god. And now you are here, on the cusp of the end, the final daughter. Oh my god, I knew it. Jordan, what are you doing here? Are you real? No, it doesn't matter. I don't care if you're a dream or not. Well, I'm glad I get the chance to see you again before I go away. And before you say anything, I've already made my decision, so don't bother trying to talk me out of it. I'm gonna say I forgot you. I can't believe it. All day, it's like you just didn't exist. That's okay. It's part of all of this. Soon enough, you can go back to forgetting, and it'll be like this never happened. You won't even know to be upset about it. What exactly is she trying to prevent? Do you even know? That thing that Enoch brought, whatever it is, breaking out and causing havoc. And all of those disasters my mom would be able to stop if she takes its power for herself. I'm so much smaller than all of that, but in this moment, I can be what stops it. I can be big enough. My life can be meaningful. Romance. Do you really feel like you have to sacrifice yourself for your life to have meaning? Working at a shitty little general store in a dying town, yes, I would call that pretty meaningless. And I think you and I both know I wasn't going anywhere in life. Sure, I told myself I'd be getting back to school, but it's not like I was working hard to get out of there, or I would have just sold the store by now. Did you romance Kanika? I don't remember. I really don't. But I didn't, because some part of me knew I had to be there. Now I know why. I mean, can I still do it? Unless this is a way to start romance for Kanika. I mean, I already kissed Wayne. Would he be jealous? I'm gonna say, Kanika, I can't let you do this. You're too important to me. I started a romance. There it is. I'm not important. What I'm about to do is important. And I know how that sounds, but I mean it. How many people can say that they get the chance to change the future? Like, really change it? It's okay. It's not even like I'm dying. I'm just becoming part of something else. Jesus, this is hard. Kiss? Maybe. Is she going to die anyway? I might as well, right? You don't waste time on more words. Oh my god, she's adorable. You take her by the shoulders, and before she can say anything to try and stop you, your lips are on hers, pressing them into silence. She tries to say something, some half-hearted protest, but as your tongue slips into her mouth, it turns into a tiny moan. She leans into you. You hold her closer, your arms pressing her body against yours, her skin soft and comforting and warm. You can tell she feels the same. It's as if she's never been held before, a desperation to her touch as her hands creep up to your shoulders, shaking, nervous. She lets you kiss her deeper, seeming to blissfully forget where she is, losing herself in your arms, if only temporarily. It feels like the seconds slow down, as though time itself comes to a stop as you hold each other. But then she's pulling away, back out of your reach. Turnham, I can't. You know I can't. I have to do this. I'm gonna say I love you. I don't want you to forget that. You can't mean that. We're just met. I mean, how could you know? No one outside my family has ever said that to me before. Do you really mean it? Wouldn't you like to find out? A joyful little laugh breaks through a doubt, and the witch's illusion breaks with it. Uh-oh. Quiet, dear. There's no need to let Tronum talk you in circles. You already know the right answer, remember? Let me go. I don't want to do this anymore. Tronum, you have no idea the kind of danger you're putting yourself in being here. You think you're doing the right thing, but all you're doing is dooming countless lives, starting with yours. If you save here, you can do a funny. All right. Tabitha, too. I'm sure you've noticed how stressed she's been. She carries an incredible weight on her shoulders, but she can finally be free if you let me do what needs doing. Kanika can't save you on her own, but I can. I'm only able to tell you so much, but I tried to show you what I could. I had hoped you would be able to trust me by now for your sake. This is the only way your story gets a happy ending. She is telling the truth. Okay. Shit. Sybil, this feels evil. I know how unpalatable this feels, Tronum, but pulling back the curtain, it's a far kinder choice than anything you've been party to this week. How does a gentle exit compare to you and Tabitha returning Rhys Kelly alive? Unlike Duke, who left behind a widow and a son to mourn him, Kanika's memory will be but a passing breeze. There won't be anyone to hurt from her. There won't be anyone to hurt from her loss. Just so you know, from the time that said to save, you might get into new branches for the final episode, so thank you. I appreciate it anyway. Even you'll forget her as soon as she's gone. The burden of remembering her is mine and mine alone. You saved Rosalina Gutierrez from a mine collapse, but at the cost of the two friends. They're both still alive, but there's no telling how long it might take to dig them out of there, and no telling what continued exposure to that stone carving might do to their young minds. I don't think you've made any wrong choices, Chonan. Enoch's legacy has simply stacked the deck against you. My daughter is one person, and she won't die in the traditional sense of the word. She'll be here with me and her sisters. It will be gentle, like stepping into a pool. All of these lingering threads left by your decisions can still be mended if you let it help me. I'm just kidding. Wayne is already going to take care of me. I don't need your help. Oh, she's sad. Uh-oh. Sybil flashes you a pitying look. You poor dear. Do you really feel like he's the only one you can turn to? You think I've been manipulating you yet that man somehow managed to earn your loyalty just because he's been kind? Kindness is easy when you're free to lie. Truth is what's hard. I'm giving you the truth now. Why can't you just be direct? Why all this mystery? Those are the rules. Every bargain has its rules. She must be referring to the deal she struck with Enoch, or the deal Enoch had struck with her. It must have been demanded her silence as a condition. And you call this truth? Oh, what about this bargain? What rules would I be agreeing to? This isn't a bargain. I was always going to help you. After all, I intend to break the structures that have been holding everyone in place. I have no interest in building a new prison. And what's supposed to happen to Miles after all this? Are you just going to abandon him or something? Of course not. Do you think I haven't had other children in the past? I just became something else to them. Someone who still loves them. He won't be alone. He'll still have the both of us, just in a different way than he used to. The question you should be asking yourself is what will happen if you stop this from finishing? Do you think Miles would be better off with a broken family in a town where everyone stays strapped? Let him be free to have a future, Tronum. Did you know I was going to wind up here? Doesn't this throw a wrench into your plans? I did see this possibility. No inevitability, I suppose. I'd hoped it would all be over before you can find me. I know it can be unpleasant to watch. I hope to spare you, even if I knew in my heart that all the worthwhile roads for you to walk would bring you here right before I could finish my work. But you being here only throws a wrench into things if you're unable to grasp the weight of what you're about to do. So ask as many questions as you need to. Explore all avenues. I will answer until you understand. And you call this truth? It's the closest I can get to it, yes. Why should I trust you after everything that just happened with Julius? Oh, the baby? The one he was supposed to keep incubating until the pumpkin had shriveled in the field? I gave very clear instructions, you know. It isn't my fault that the Colloways decided it was their property, or that he decided to hatch it while he was still hungry. I saw the possibility, I won't lie to you about that, but I see many possibilities. It was just as likely that the baby would consume him before anyone was the wiser, or that the pumpkin would be taken to the fair and the thing inside would die where no one could see it suffering. Sometimes, Tronum, pain is unavoidable. Julius wanted to fix for everything that had gone wrong for him over the decades of his life. I couldn't provide that, not after who he had decided to become. It was already too late to stop those consequences from reaching him. What you're doing now is inviting a future with more pain. Please, let me choose the kindest path instead. Oh my god, what would I do? What can I do? I understand perfectly what you're asking, but I would never agree. This stops now. You take Anika's outstretched arm and pull. Stop, you don't know what you're doing! Kanika, please, you understand how important this is. I don't think I do. I only understand what you wanted me to understand. You didn't let me think any differently. Well, I'm thinking differently now. I'm getting the hell out of here and I'm taking Tronum with me. At her declaration, the dream around you starts to waver. It's losing its shape. No, come back! But it's too late. The illusion is coming apart. Kanika pulls you with her, and the world shifts nauseatingly around you both. It feels like you're being buoyed upwards, ascending rapidly. Her grip firm as reality seems to rush to meet with you until finally you surface. Where the fuck am I? Oh my god, Kanika, help me! Tetanus leg! You're outside. It's raining. You have no idea where you are. Oh, it's Pastor. Do it! Janie! Oh, actually finish episode 5. This is the end of episode 5. Only one major content update remains until the story reaches its conclusion in the final chapters. Stay tuned for updates on the final release by joining our Discord, following us along on media, and signing up for our newsletter. I've done all of that. If you'd like to carry your progress up into the final chapters, please save your game now. Yes, I will. I'm also in the middle of the 3rd slice for testers. Bet I'm watching that shit. Continue. This was great. I didn't think I would be able to finish it in one go, but because I started the stream early, I was able to, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy I came back to this game. This is beautiful. Brandon Boone, great. Amelia Jones, you're great. Instrumentalists. This banjo, additional credits, Ditchling voices. You also done great. And there are the testers. There's Lisa. I see her in the first column. Okay, let me see if I can try and find. Can I stop it? Where are you? Oh, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Markiplier? Girl, what you doing here, Markiplier? This was great. This was absolutely terrific. But I guess as I have finished episode 5, it is time to go. Okay, so we have 2 saves. Let me see. We have this last one. Yeah, kinda. 2 saves. Yes. Because this is where I started the episode. They shouldn't take too long. What shouldn't? Do tell, do tell. What should I do now? Now I started a romance with Kanika, but like, what if I try to romance other people? Do they get jealous? If you load and go from there. Okay, let me just see. Do the Kanika save first? What, like, if I let her die? Let me see. I'm gonna let her finish what she started, right? And you can't romance others after you started. No! I wanted to romance Wayne. What if Kanika dies? Even though you do not utter a single word, the witch understands your intent. You don't have to see this part. I'll come back when it's done. The dream fades back in around you. For a second you struggle to remember why you were here. There's an odd weight in your chest, some negative emotion that now feels unmoored from the source. You were looking for someone, or maybe you'd found them, but... Oh, that's right, you were trying to find Carmilla. Who the fuck is that? Is that blank? Jonah, I'm so glad you were able to find your way here. She is beautiful. There's almost a glow around her, softening your heart. Isn't the pain strange that had settled there? Before another word is spoken, she wraps you up in an embrace. Her smell is comforting, like herbal smoke and pine needles, with the vaguest undercut of coconut. It's almost sad when she separates from you. The feelings that stirred all that smell are fluttering in your chest, making you nervous, reminding you of something that feels lost, but it's not. She's right in front of you. I thought everyone had forgotten about me, even you. But then you came to save me. You remembered me. And you do remember her. She's been with you most of the week, ever since Stella introduced you. You spent most of yesterday together trying to track Stella down before you wound up in Carmilla's room, where you look into her eyes, green, with flicks of hazel in the middle like a mossy forest floor. There is both comfort and unfamiliarity there, but that's to be expected. You've only been in town less than a week. You're still getting to know each other. You came to find me like a knight in shining armor. Oh, and now I can romance. I feel weird. What's happening? What did I come to save you from? This place, it took me out of the world, trying to isolate me, to erase me. Was there someone else here? Those figures, the ones that were dancing around through the illusions? All of this is meant to confuse us. Don't let it make you doubt reality. You and I are alone here. Everything else is a dream. I'm gonna romance. I feel strange. We need to leave. I think it's trying to get its hooks back onto you. But it can try all it likes. You've already broken free from the hold it had on you. Because you care about me. You two were always dating. She takes your hand in hers, her grip light and delicate. She taps gently, and the world shifts unnauseatingly around you, and we're gonna wake up again, aren't we? Oh my god, this is crazy! And now the guy is not there. You're outside. It's raining, and you have no idea where you are. Oh, there you are. Yeah, there he is. That is insane. Well, let me save. Now, we can either play with Kanika or without Kanika when episode 6 comes, the final chapters. Do you want to know which trait I had? Yes, please tell me about your experience. Oh, this is great. Mystical. I see. I mean, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Oh my god, this game is so cool. I'm on the row right on the middle. Okay, I'm gonna look for it. Straight in the middle. Bet. Is it Zethus that appears there? I'm going to look for it. But there's Lisak. They've been to my stream when I started playing, and it was great. They actually gifted me the game. Zethus, okay. On the third one, right? Straight row right on the middle. Oh, there you are! I see you! Hell yeah! And we're back. I think I'm going to let it as it is, and then I'll play all the other routes in my own time, but this game is... Okay, so one more? Okay. You have convinced me with few words. Do tell. What should I do? But just one more. How can I help? Oh, the one you leave, you're right. When I saved here. let it go and focus on something else. Okay, I'm getting the hell out of this place even if I need to walk. You've seen everything a sane person could possibly want to see in Scarlet Hollow. It's time for you to leave. Who knows how long it'll take on foot, but every road leads somewhere, right? And the road isn't here. If you're fortunate, you'll cross paths with a car willing to pick you up sooner rather than later. You aren't spending another second in this godforsaken town. You started on the road and you don't stop. Past Main Street, past the library where you barely escaped the judgment of a furious spirit for your crimes you neither committed nor benefited from, but your family isn't your problem anymore. Past the bus stop and the gas station on the edge of town, on foot in front of the other. Hey! Miles stops you before you're able to leave town, doing his best to hide that he's out of breath. He must have been running to catch up. Turner, wait, I have to talk to you. There's something going on, but I can't remember what. It has to do with Sybil and somebody else, and that somebody feels really important. And I feel like if I don't remember before it's too late, somebody's gonna... Never mind, this was stupid, I just sound crazy. I'm saying, God, this is the sort of thing is exactly why I'm trying to get out of here. Whatever. Should have kept my mouth shut. Forget if I said anything. Go get lost in the woods or whatever the hell you were about to. He scoffs, glancing to the side, clearly trying to hide the glimmer of tears in his eyes. But that's none of your business. He sulks away and you turn back on Scarlet Hollow, hopefully for good. Just like before, one foot in front of the other, just you and the road and the trees and the open air, where nobody can shove you into a profane little box. You spent days waiting for someone else to help you to get out of the situation. You'll find another town soon enough, and eventually you'll be on a bus, and then you'll be back home, away from whatever the hell Scarlet Hollow had in store for you. And if Tabitha ever tries to call you again, you let it go to voicemail. There's a sound in the brush by the road. Oh my God, that's disgusting. Not these things again. Oh my God. You can hear more in the woods off to the either side. Their awful whispers start to fill the air. I just want to go home. Please let me through. What? But your words do little to stifle the curiosity of the creatures approaching you. Oh my God. You turn to flee too late as you feel a sting in your lower leg. One of them got close enough to bite. So much for harmless to people. Your cough goes numb, so you don't feel the next one insert its awful little stinger into you, nor do you feel the egg you're sure they've slipped under your skin. The numbness spreads up to your thigh, static where it used to be. Oh my God, you fall to the ground and they swarm you. This is what they do to animals they corner in the woods. They're turning you into meat. This is the end of your playthrough of episode 5. But it might not be the end of you, Tronum's story will continue its conclusion with the release of the final chapters. That is disgusting. Sure, let's save as well. And now we have 3 different possibilities we can go to the final chapters. Blah, yeah, that is nasty. Damn. That is yucky. Very yucky. Carmilla. But I'm glad this game is continuing it, and with as much love as before. It really makes me happy. But it is time. You won't be streaming your other playthroughs? It really depends. I might. I have so many games lined up and I have a full Steam library of things I'd like to try still. Like, I might. I just don't know when. Thank you for the follows, Ithis. I really appreciate it. But if that's something you'd like to see, I can definitely continue. I would love if you did. I will take that into consideration. I don't know if that's the next thing I'd play, maybe a couple of games in the middle, but I would love to come back. I also did that with Slay the Princess, where like every, I was going to say every November, but I don't think I did like last year. But every year I'd come back to it. Because I played the demo, and then I played my first playthrough, and then I did another one the year after. And I just have to continuing it, because Slay the Princess is also really good. But I'll have to see when I come back. I definitely love this game. And since you'd like to see it, I'll definitely come back. Maybe sooner than expected. I don't know what I'll stream next, but I'll let you know. Also, since I'm here, I always update on Discord, and there's suggestions tab, where if there's other games you'd like to watch me play, I can definitely consider it. I've left my Steam profile up there, so you can also see what games I have in my library that maybe you'd like to see. And that's about it. I did. Oh my god. I think they said that the final episode would take less time to make compared to episode 5. That's exciting. That means we can finish it and do other playthroughs. But do we think it's still coming out this year? Do we think that's likely? I wonder. But let me find someone to raid while we ponder on that. I would accept it to maybe come out next year if that's the case. That makes sense. That makes sense. Let me see if anyone is playing Scarlet Hollow that I can raid. Ooh, someone's playing. But let me also see if anyone's playing Slay the Princess. Since they are probably going to take a nice break after this, which, fair. Very fair. Okay, you know what? This player, oh my god. This streamer. Let me see if they have pronouns. Okay, any pronouns. They're going to play Slay the Princess, and they are just starting stream. So let's see what they have in store for us. And maybe I'll also see different routes than I've made. I really appreciate you coming out here today. Thank you for the stream. Take care. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming by. I'll let you know what I'll play soon enough on the Discord. So make sure to join if you haven't yet. And let's continue. Keep on keeping on. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye, everyone. Mwah.